State gang the mob, true sippers, we in too deep. MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them bread. 100 round shooters on hit. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is damaged and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a X. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them bread. 100 round shooters on hit. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is damaged and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a X. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. It's a go 10 and 4, it's a bed. On the ground, about to cook me a jet. Niggas mad when I stun and I flit. With precision, I'm gripping the jet. Burn a brain while I'm gripping the net. No dealings, I jump on some tech. I'm a dog, it's the shame on my mess. Go hard and shout out to my ex. Play if I move it on to the net. I done bring it, of course, that was the net. I'm shattered, I'm blessed. Like a freak in that rhythm of fresh. VIP talking shit with some jet. Take it simple with Yankees and Mets. High fiving with guys in it. Don't ego, my life is the shit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them bread. 100 round shooters on hit. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is damaged and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a X. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them bread. 100 round shooters on hit. Little nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is damaged and bands on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a X. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. I get it, I'm gon' pull off in a hurry. Grocery through truck and sit into my stripping. No time to kick it, I'm busy, I'm working. I just suspended, I'm still out here serving. 30s and green, piece at the rain. Pulling up train, form machine. Infrared beam, carbon 15. MoneyBoy trade, fly with no wing. My bottoms is red, robbers is green. Hold on my body, I feel like a dream. Go to one center, course I watch a game. Real rich and water, but I'm for the dream. Fuck your opinion, that's all that I strain. I was 14 when I had a dream. Dollar sign, go for the green. Pop me a bean. Swaggin', I'm fresh and I'm clean. Feeling like Jordan, I'm wearing Supreme. Rolling up, smoking Supreme. Infrared beam. Carbon 15. Precise like a surgeon, I won't miss a thing. 24/7, I'm fly with no wings, bitch. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Started in a rumor house. Popular in Montgomery, that was back in 03, breaking down the whole beat. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you I'm a OG. That's my nigga Roman, he'll tell you what he sold me. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Out of space high, all day I'm in the nosebleed. 24/7, get the bag, count the proceeds. Said she ain't to please and she proceeds to get on both knees. Told her keep her pussy, all I wanted deep throat bleed. Rolling up hot boxes, sweating to the OD. On an all-nighter full of road, getting no sleep. In and out of town on the road, paying 4 weeks. Plug with the plug, got deal, price is so cheap. I got what you need, 8 quarters, half an OZ. Broken tag, hot as hell, watching for the police. See me in the streets, no nigga, you don't know me. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. Circle small, period. Fresh to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple and yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every rip. I got the juice, bitch, I got the juice. Flossing in a coupe on the block, like my name JB. Try me, I'ma shoot. Riding for him, push a button, drop the top, I got no roof. Back to back, I'm moving packs out, make them disappear like proof. I'm addicted to yellow diamonds, I'm frozen in every climate. Smoking exclusive is useless, looking you'll never find it. Foreign whip drip designer, 901 grit and grinding. thick syrup like Angel Mama. The murder ain't where you find me. Got no friends, got no consignments. Can't fly just to change the climate. Vacations on private islands. My feet keep back up reclining. Bad bitch, she from the islands. I fucked up for about an hour. Pulled up and took a shower. Drippy, don't need no stylist. Roll up smoking the loudest. Know for something Italian. My shooters stay ready. No Memphis niggas, they know for wildin'. Roll up smoking the loudest. Know for something Italian. My shooters stay ready. No Memphis niggas, they know for wildin'. Circle small, period. Dressed to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every whip. Circle small, period. Dressed to death, killing it. Cashing out, spinning it. 100 round extended clip. Iced out, spilling drip. Purple yellow, take a sip. Fly away and take a trip. Pink slip for every whip.
Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers. I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is insurance. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Way to work naked like a skinny dipping, no crosses needed for this crucifixion. Pulled out, couple screws missing. Paranoid, leaving superstition. No paper in the river fishing. Niggas stole what a nigga kitchen without a diamond, still shine kissing. Sell it off so everybody kitchen. Call it strong, time to coalition. Mathematics, simple addition. Bad luck like a bad shit. One another few still a better street, no matter what. Never act different, no GPS. What's the neck tripping? Money cup, guess I'm back sipping like that's the kid, I guess I'm back to say, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers. I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is influence. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
I was riding in the tourist drew another way. Got another up, them another day. Go by the exchange, pop right away. Back down with the dudes had a Chevrolet. Near reach had a rally, it's a runner day. Raw runner day, watch step to runner day. I'm a star cloud now, I'm an anime. Roll run the show, money get his runner day. Play brother finna clear every money way. Friday money day, time price 100 day. I would count money way back 100 day. 700 day, boy money boy train. HD lifestyle, let me 100 day. 400 day, rock chrome 100 day. Being legal, I carry 34 day. Sticky time day, nigga better
Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers. I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is influence. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers. I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is influence. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap.
Okay, I think I'm unmuted. Damn it, it's a delay. I don't know what's going on. Good morning. Trigger warning, this news show is gonna be a whole bunch of shootings and shit happening around the country because that's what the news is reporting. Strangely enough, shootings be happening all the time. But because it's an election cycle, every city, everywhere having mass shootings, people running up in places, shooting people and shit. It's a common thing. Looks like it's ramping up more and more as they try to figure out who's president. And everybody knows Biden has no chance in hell of winning the second term. He's too fucking old. So everybody trying to throw their ring in the pot. Everybody's going to be cashing in and talking about these mass shootings and gun control and mental health and all the other talking points. They do every 4 years, but nothing ever changes. Starting off in Memphis, a healthcare worker was shot in Campbell Clinic yesterday in a patient room.
The building, clothing description, and even his name was given to us. Our team began to set up a perimeter. We had officers that went to the location to begin check for victims and make sure that the scene was secure there. Other officers encountered a suspect at Poplar on the south side of Poplar, very near to the entrance. Suspect had a firearm in his possession. It was on his person. It wasn't in his hand. He was taken into custody without incident. So we do have the suspect in custody at this time. We do have one fatality, and probably all that we're going to release at this point. We're not going to be releasing any of the names of the suspects. We did conduct multiple searches of the facility, continue to make sure that it was secure, including we had our drone pilots fly the exterior of the building to ensure that we didn't have anyone that the suspect may have encountered when he left. All that's clear. So this appears to be a one-on-one interaction that occurred in an exam room. And so with that, I will open it up for some questions.
I know you're not releasing any names or name of a suspect, but can you let us know if the suspect was possibly a juvenile?
Cannot at this point. We'll release some more information tomorrow. But not going to release that at this point.
When did you
Hold on, we're going to do one at a time. Go ahead.
And just for clarity, you said that this incident started while they were inside of an exam room. So can you confirm that it was involving a healthcare worker? You said it was
Yes. Was a healthcare worker, and he was a patient to our understanding. Now, this is preliminary, so know that the information could change, but that's what we have at this point. Ma'am, you had a question.
Was anyone else shot or injured?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I've been told that the healthcare provider has been receiving threats from this particular patient over the past week. Do you have any reports of those threats?
I have not received anything to that nature.
Damn, the reporter good.
You said the suspect was a patient?
He was there that day, had been there, it's my understanding, several hours. So yes, he was a patient.
I've been there several hours.
No, it's my understanding he had been there for several hours before. That's something. He's male.
Yeah, you said healthcare workers. Is he a doctor?
Well, I'm going to leave it at that. Out of respect for the employees at Campbell's Clinic, I want to make sure that those working with ATF to do trace on the firearm. I can imagine there are many
Trace on the
in place, and so in the coming days we'll be able to provide you with some additional information, but be patient with us now.
Just two more questions from me.
Okay.
I just want to get clarity on two more things. So
Okay.
again, this was, you're saying, not a random act, this was targeted, it was one-on-one use.
It appears to be at this time. This was not the mass shooting situation that we experienced at Kroger several years ago. It's nothing like that. It's bad, it's horrific, it's terrible. And our thoughts and prayers are with the family. We have made notification to them. And so we're going to continue to pray for them, and I would hope that your viewers would do the same. But that's, out of respect for them and those employees, we don't want to release, the name.
Understood. And my last question was, just again, the narrative. Shot the healthcare workers. How did he move out from the camera?
He ran.
Okay, he ran, and that's when he caught up with him with the firearm on his person.
Yeah, they had the firearm on his person. It wasn't in his hand, but he had it in his possession.
Red flags is happening.
Not that we're aware of.
Can you tell me what type of guns he used?
Handguns.
Okay. And I know you just mentioned COVID. We're 2 months out from the 2-year anniversary. I can only imagine that brings up so many thoughts and memories and all the first responders, moms, people who were inside the clinic. Can you say anything on that, on how it felt responding to this?
Yeah, it's difficult because that men and women are fixing to go into harm's way, and I guess what I would say to that is I'm very proud of our team. And again, we're talking about a guy that ran from a shooting scene, and he's in custody within 5 minutes without additional loss of life. And so, including our team, the suspect, and of them for that. Another thing that I think is a good point that we need to highlight in this, that one of our officers highlighted to me that as they entered the building, there were several employees that had taken charge of other of the patients that were there to be seen, and other employees making sure everybody was accountable. They were practicing. Folks, that makes a difference. It absolutely makes a difference. Today, it wasn't that type of situation, but it very well could have been. And we saw people in stressful environments go into what they had been trained to do. And so I commend the folks at Campbell's Clinic for making sure their employees are trained. And I talked with the director just a few minutes ago on the phone, and his focus right now is on his employees. And I told him that we would be there to help them any way that we could. And so we'll have a presence there for the next couple of days and get through this as a community. So we have all of our eyes dotted and our T's crossed. So we'll provide you with some additional information.
And as far as so there was no altercation before this person has been here for hours.
Yeah, we know we don't have any information to substantiate any of that at this point. Now that could come out later in the investigation. There's still interviews being conducted. That there may be things that I'm not privy to at this point. I think the main message for us at this moment in time, it's a tragic event, but there's no ongoing threat to our public. And that's what we want to get out. There's, social media is wonderful, but sometimes it takes on a life of its own. I mean, Andrew Townsend could tell you, I think he was already getting calls from CNN like this was, like we were having another mass shooting event. So we want to calm the fears. Okay, it's horrible. Please pray for.
They said I'm going in now. Don't say something. You want me to play a song? I'm gonna play a song. I don't hurt Gabe.
What's up?
They're saying I'm going in and out, so I was saying, are you gonna say something?
Oh, okay. No, but I thought you were fixing it. I don't know. Nothing much.
I have to leave out and come back and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I got it. I'm probably gonna talk about Wham again. That was such a good documentary. She just made. Oh yeah, you got that, Virgo. No problem. Told you, I know people. How you guys doing, ladies? You know what's great? I can just wake up and do the show in my underwear. Did it yesterday in my underwear. If you guys only knew how many times I've done the show in my underwear. Oh man. Well, I guess he's resetting his devices. Anything new, people? Anything old? Did I miss anything big last night? I fell asleep. Yes, no, maybe. Yes. Georgia. Oh, there you are. All right, see, got it. Handled it. Oh, maybe it needs a few more seconds. But anyhow, yeah. I do the show in my underwear a lot. Fun fact. And I make sure my camera's unplugged. So there's no mishaps by accident.
Vote no on the merger. Okay, the next story is widowed and married within a 10-minute span. That's the name. That's what they titled it. I don't understand it. Listen.
Johnny Mae Davis.
A day of joy ends in sorrow.
A woman who just married the love of her life will now have to bear.
See, this is KET News Watch 7. Whoever made this title need they ass whooped. Widowed and married within a 10-minute span. Groom dies 1 hour after ceremony. But that's not a 10-minute span, jackass. That's an hour. They need their ass whooped. They wanted me to, I took the bait. This was a clickbait title and I took it. Y'all finna take it too. Pause.
A day of joy ends in sorrow.
A woman who just married the love of her life will now have to bury him.
What is
Who
going
died
on?
1 hour after this.
Why are you telling us you work in your drawers? But tell me more.
Their vows.
KETV News Watch 7, Sarah Philly talked with the couple's close friend. Sarah.
Monday was an important day for the Davises, Juneteenth,
Gabe, what
but
did you
also
say while I
Johnny
was
Mae's
gone?
grandmother's birthday.
Okay, what you say while I was gone? You got people talking about they working in their panties and shit. Camera slips. What's going on? Damn it, Gabe.
Friends say the couple was looking forward to the day after 2 recent losses in Johnny Mae's life, including her father. No one could have imagined how their day would end.
We were in the church and it was a beautiful ceremony.
Just married, Therese and Johnny Mae Davis.
Starts the first time at 4:35 hour. Therese suffered from a medical event.
Now this woman, this lady, this news anchor said within an hour. They got in the title a 10-minute span, and then on their little news graphic that's on the screen, it says widowed and married in a 10-minute span. Then they get on the news and say it was an hour. They just lying to the people. And they don't give a fuck neither.
That was not survivable.
Therese Davis, just 48 years old, suffered a fatal blood clot.
In a second. It happened within a second.
The couple's children, their parents, family, and their friends all in attendance, now trying to help Johnny Mae cope with losing the love of her life.
Johnny Mae has suffered through so much, and she's just such a loving person.
Davis is a director at Eco Supportive Living, organizing events and helping the elderly and those with disabilities live a normal life.
I just really want the community and all of us to just support her in the same way that she does on a daily basis.
Her friends say she goes above and beyond daily as a caretaker for others. Now they're hoping the community can take care of her.
She's been widowed and married in a 10-minute span. She's going to need long removal when the
now they're hoping the community can take care of her.
Okay, now you're doing it again.
Snow removal when the winter comes.
Through a GoFundMe, a meal train, and a donation collection at Eco Supportive Living off 86th and Blondo, they're looking to surround their friend with love.
We really want her to just rest, and we want to be able to take care of her and let her relax and nurture her children and herself.
They hope this serves as a reminder to take your health seriously and advocate for care if something feels off.
Every second, take.
She gonna need some that snow. Who? She ain't even known this man that long. Who? Oh, never mind.
day is giving her an ad for a date.
Take life seriously, you know. Try to keep your health
Damn it,
together so you can have.
Hold on, Gabe, I'm not letting you talk. You got E. Brooks talking about working in a pen and shit. Shut up, Gabe. Playing the song.
What?
Back in the booth, bang bang. Thrash on the track. Hell no, I'm all for production, man. Shout out to State Guy. We in too motherfucking deep, y'all. Let's go. For y'all haters.
You pussy motherfuckers cannot fuck with King Who. We in too deep, we run the motherfucking streets, yeah. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang.
I'm at your head first, you can call me a crash dummy. Clothes looking bummy, I ain't looking to flash money. I stash money, I ain't spending shit cause I ain't giving. All year round, bitch, eat like it's Thanksgiving. Can catch me on the block, I'm posted up like I'm Tim Duncan. Paper chasing for the money, just look how the bread coming. Bitch, I ball like LeBron, but kick ass like I'm Jet Li. I'm on the block, posted with the snow and 2 jet skis. A couple of pounds of weed with no sticks and no stems, no seeds. And automatic weapons that's equipped with the lemon squeeze. They better not be the greatest, I come over some shit that you won't believe. You need me like a car, I'm an accessory like Anna Free. Don't play with me, nigga, like King JJ ain't been bumping. College and Macklemore, yeah, nigga, we been lunching. One of a kind, nigga, and up deep is the Atlantis. Underrated, always hated, I just don't understand it.
Motherfuckers cannot fuck with King Who. We in too deep, we run the motherfucking streets, yeah. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. MoneyBoy train run these fucking streets, who? We got that flame, we shoot that motherfucking heat, yeah. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang. We pull the trigger, Joker, smile it, go bang.
Yellow and red, my eye look like condiment. Dressed in designer, my swag is astonishing. Keep it like 40, I'm dumping it. I'm paid in full, they use it, I'm pumping it. Last time I'm pumping your face like I'm dumping it. 21 carats, I'm swagging some dumping shit. Burning the brain, she getting no scholarship. Niggas think bitchin', they getting no acknowledgement. Shouting you haters like I'm Jackie Robinson. Niggas who go collect travel the continent. Play with you words, you bad.
You motherfucking your Trey, you're muted. All right.
That's what you think I sound like?
Well, that's no. That's how I sound.
Gabe singing the words. Gabe. What the hell? You are not making the band, sir. You are not making the band. What the fuck? Man, I don't know what's going on. If it's still fucking up, I've done everything over. I don't know.
Anybody get that reference? It's a little dated.
Or happy times, and your life won't get cut short like this.
Right now on KETV.com, there's a fund for Johnny May and her family's 6 children, as well as a link to the meal train and several other options to help the family.
Man. This nigga married
a woman who is a passenger
for stress
of an Uber.
This one is called Woman Kills Uber Driver Thinking She Was Being Kidnapped. You say,
you screw that up.
Him dying of stress or the Uber driver killing. She stressed my man out. He thought about it. Like, he died an hour after the ceremony. He was like, this bitch got 6 kids and he died. And he did. In his tux. Oh boy. But yeah, she killed the Uber driver. I think she was being kidnapped. And the favorite doctor, He stay having some good ass stories. Most of them be race related though. That's why I don't just really watch too much of them, because he be race baiting. But he be having some good stories when he ain't race baiting. And sometimes the race baiting stories be good.
What is
I got to yours.
Starts to believe that the Uber driver is trying to kidnap her. Put up the picture full mass. A Kentucky woman, her name is Phoebe Copus, has now been charged with murder after shooting her Uber driver.
Now, he says she's from Kentucky, but the graphic says Texas woman kills Uber driver.
Put up the picture full mass.
Is this what's his name?
A Kentucky woman. Her name is Phoebe Copus.
Rashad something.
Has now been charged with murder.
Oh no, I was thinking someone else.
After shooting her Uber driver because she feared he was trying to kidnap her. Put up the Uber driver. His name was Daniel.
Hold on, damn it.
It's kind of hard to. How do you get confused thinking you're getting kidnapped? He would have to have. I don't even know how that would happen. They got a little sign and
He
shit,
would have
right?
to not be. He would have to not be following your route and shit.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. She light skinned. She panicked.
Garcia. He was taken off life support last Wednesday, days after he was shot by Miss Copus. Let me give you the background as to what happened. Police said Miss Copus of Tompkinsville, Kentucky, was visiting her boyfriend in El Paso and took an Uber to meet him at a casino after he got off work. That's according to KFOX News. When Ms. Copus saw signs during the drive for Mexico, she believed the Uber driver was kidnapping her and taking her to Mexico, per KTSM report. At this point, Copus took a handgun out of her purse and shot the Uber driver in the back of the head. Shot him in the back of the head, right? And also the wrist, causing the car to crash into barriers and on the freeway.
She was high.
Copus did not tell law enforcement she feared for her safety before shooting the Uber driver. Okay, Mr. Garcia. She took a photo of the wounded Uber driver and sent it to her boyfriend before calling 911. The TV station reported. Mr. Garcia is the sole provider for his family. He had just recently returned to work after undergoing knee surgery. He was hardworking, according to his family. After the shooting, Mr. Garcia was taken to a local hospital and was put on life support. However, after being told he would never recover, the family made the decision, one of the most difficult decisions the family will ever make, taking him off of life support and saying goodbye. Ms. Copus was originally charged with aggravated assault, causing serious bodily injury, and held on a $1 million bond. Mr. Garcia died after being taken off of life support, and her charges were then upgraded to murder. Bond was set at $1.5 million. Mr. Garcia's family said he is a loving man who wanted to provide for those he loves. And while he doesn't have children of his own, he has many children, godchildren. He mentored individuals that he guided, provided for. They are now all devastated that he's gone. His niece, Didi Lopez, believes stereotypes played into this. Stereotypes about the border, about Mexicans, played into this paranoia, according to the niece. They make assumptions, Dee Dee says. They make assumptions. They see stuff maybe on the news, maybe on social media, and stuff that's not necessarily true. And when they come here, they come without really knowing. Someone who was fearing for her life, you would think that the first thing you would do is call the authorities, but she took other actions. Uber has released a statement. Here it is. We are horrified by the rioters' actions. Violence is not tolerated on the Uber platform, and we banned the rioter as soon as we were made aware of what occurred.
What good is your ban and this woman going to jail for life? Fuck your ban. She ain't gonna need an Uber ever again. We banned her. Oh, that's punishment. I'm so sick of them.
Then she'll go to Lyft.
My thoughts are with Mr. Garcia and his loved ones, and have been in touch with his family. Our public safety team stands at the ready to assist police as needed.
I'm upgrading the African Petty Wise.
One of the saddest, most avoidable stories I've talked about today.
You cannot meet the threshold, nigga. Meet the motherfucking threshold, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about meeting the threshold.
And it played. Threshold met.
And then a realization that it was all a misunderstanding. He was never trying to kidnap anybody. She just did not know the signage properly. But everybody lives, even if you're upset. Everybody lives, even if somebody gets banned from Uber. Everybody survives. Now let's also talk about what the niece said. The contrary narrative that suggests that somehow those who are close to the border, or those who are Mexican, or those who are not like you, are inherently violent, hell-bent on violence against you. See, that's a false narrative as well. What happened here should have never occurred. If there's a confusion, there's some objection, there's a conversation. That seemingly did not happen. And I gotta say, I do believe the woman was probably in fear of her life. Now, here's the thing. She was in fear of being kidnapped. Now, we've seen individuals
in fear of being kidnapped on the highway, got a gun out. Instead of telling the Uber driver to pull over, you just shoot him in the back of the head. Why he's still driving?
Oh, that's crazy.
Fuck about your life. I'm sure if you would have said stop the car, nigga, before I blow your brains out, I'm sure the Uber driver would have acquiesced, because he'd be like, this bitch is crazy. He wouldn't have tried to explain. He just would have let you out.
I'm reading it right now, and it's the lady is quoted as saying, "Oops, my bad." Sorry,
proclaimed that defense.
Oopsie.
Who were not afraid.
That's pretty much what she said, though.
They don't get charged, or their charges get dropped. Madam, this will not be your fate. I can guarantee you that. You're going to face the penalty.
We can pretty much figure. She ain't tell that nigga to stop. She ain't even say she was in fear of her life. She just thought she was being kidnapped. But how smart is it to shoot a nigga in the back of the head while they driving on the freeway? The car got to stop. The car can keep driving. Head snaps forward, shot in the back, and its foot may go down on the gas pedal and go faster. There's nobody to steer
or
the
his
car.
body slumps and turns the wheel, you know?
Or, yeah, there's nobody to steer the car. There's nobody to slow the car down.
It wasn't a well thought out plan. Let's put it that way.
Shoulder, arm, leg, side, to head. It's not like this is a police car. This is a damn Uber. She thought she was YNW Millie. Bad joke, Kate. Bad joke.
Not bad, not bad.
For what you have done. And maybe this story provides a significant reflection for others to learn from. It's very sad that Mr. Garcia had to pay the ultimate price for that lesson to be learned, if a lesson is learned at all. Doc, what's your thoughts here?
I could not agree more. I mean, this is the story we hear, and for me, the question is always the same: are we going to change the laws? Because when guns and permissive, what are called defensive gun use laws, enable people to act on their perception of fear, this is what happens. Somebody gets in a car they think is an Uber. We saw that a couple of months ago. Somebody rings the wrong door. We saw that in the story or in the earlier segment. And when guns are part of the narrative, that becomes the explanatory model. Like, I fear and then I shoot. And it's supported by the law. And really what we see when we study this stuff, this is my research, is that there really is a racial politics to this. White Americans much more often get freed when they say, I fear for my life, whereas Black Americans and other people are convicted because it's this question of self-defense is not neutral. It's not neutral. It's got a historical precedent. It's got a legal precedent. And so, and what you don't allow for is there's no going back from it. That people's misperception, sometimes your perception of fear is a real thing, and sometimes it's based in the bias you bring to the interaction, or a misperception of cues, or just a wrong interpretation of what's exactly happening, like here, all of those things. And so when are we going to change these just insane and murderous laws that let people, civilians with no training, shoot first and ask questions later?
Very well said.
We now will hear an update from Baltimore police on this tragic shooting overnight at that block party. Let's listen into this here on Live Now from Fox.
They're trying to get everybody in the picture. It's like they're trying to do a club photo with the club. They're trying to get everybody in. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. They did this when they told them they were live. Then they want to wave the bat over. These people are just, these are professionals. And then the person that told everybody to come on, he just
we're here today to provide an update on the mass shooting that occurred earlier this morning. Just after 12:30 a.m., we received calls for a shooting. We located 10 victims on scene. One victim, adult female, was pronounced deceased on the scene. 9 additional victims were transported from the scene to local hospitals. Shortly after, 20 additional victims walked into local and regional hospitals with various injuries. Currently, we are still at 30 victims. Ages range from 13 to 32. 9 victims remain at area hospitals in various conditions. 2 victims have been pronounced deceased. Our hearts and prayers continue to go out to the families, friends, this community, and our city as a whole. Our officers continue to scour the very large crime scene. We have assistance from our federal, state, and local partners. We've been on the phone with them all day. They've been providing resources, anything that they could get us to help. I ask anyone with information, please call 911 or Metro Crime Stoppers at 866-7-LOCKUP. At this time, I'll turn it over to Mayor Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner.
That's the mayor that was telling everybody to
I
come
want to
in.
thank Monty, all of our city agencies, our Senate President, our Councilwoman, our Council President, our federal and state partners who have been here with us. I want to reiterate what I said this morning, that this was a reckless, cowardly act of violence that has taken 2 lives and altered many, many more. And as I said earlier, we will find those who are responsible, and we will not stop until we do so. Again, this tragic incident is another glaring, unfortunate example of the deep issues of violence in Baltimore, in Maryland, in this country, and particularly gun violence and the access to illegal guns. This year alone, the Baltimore Police Department has seized 1,345 illegal guns that were in the hands of people that should not have them, that had them anyway, because they're so easy for them to obtain. We will continue to hold those individuals who carry those weapons, who use those weapons in acts of violence like this one that we saw today, accountable, but we need accountability at every level, from those who are selling and trafficking those weapons into Baltimore from places outside of our state, to companies who manufacture guns in a way that skirt gun laws in our country. And we also...
And I'm looking and I see there's a story that there was a mass shooting in Cleveland that left 9 people injured 2 days ago. They just all around the country, mass shootings are taking place, and the news has decided to report on it. It's been hush-hush the other 3 years. They hadn't stopped.
The community.
Go ahead. Thought you were about to say something, Gabe.
Oh, no. I stepped away to get my lighter.
Responsibility as well. We have to be better for us as Baltimore. We need to say when we know people, especially young people, are carrying these weapons, because we have a responsibility to ourselves that goes beyond what any government agency has to us. We are asking again that anyone that knows anything about this mass shooting, and that's what I wanted to call it, it's a mass shooting. We want this shooting to be treated just as it happened in rural America. We want everyone to come forward and say, treat this if it was your daughter, your son, your brother, your cousin that was out here shot at this event. We must come together as Baltimore and wrap our arms around this Brooklyn community and each other. But again, as I said earlier, we have to be better for ourselves. I'm going to quickly now turn it over to our Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, Acting Director Stephanie Mataronis.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm here today just to say my office stands in solidarity with the community in the aftermath of this horrific event. My agency, as of 12 p.m. today, has stood up a coordinated neighborhood stabilization response. In this community, we will be having a presence focused on healing resources, coordinating city agency and community-based partner presence here. We have a number of agencies that I want to say thank you for being here, and community-based partners who have expressed their willingness to step in and play a role. I want to give a special shout out to the Red Cross, who is providing water and food for some of the residents who were affected in this immediate area. We also are putting a priority in these immediate hours after this incident on mental health clinicians and response. And so we want to make sure that we're able to help facilitate the healing process for this community. As some of you may know, our coordinated neighborhood stabilization response means we'll have a presence in this community in partnership with many city agencies over the next 45 days. And so we are going to have a sustained presence here. We really appreciate the partnership from everyone so far and the community, and look forward to being here.
Blah, 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 Karen. Nobody believes you.
Just to reiterate what the mayor said, I think when we look at this from a federal, state, and local partnership, I'd like to thank all those involved who have been involved and working around the clock. What we understand and know is that this indiscriminate, callous, reckless behavior by a few causes tremendous amount of trauma to hundreds, and particularly our vulnerable adults in this community, our children. They deserve better. The one thing I'll ask, and as my heart continues to ache for not only this community, but for those who have been impacted, it's for folks who have information, come forward. Don't just rely on the Baltimore Police Department and our federal partners to solve this crime. These are events that are about celebration, about coming together, that are intergenerational, and should be sacred to our communities. And when a few decide to go and literally create a mass shooting, it's completely unacceptable. And I ask folks in our community to step up, whether there's your son's friends, your neighbors, folks that you know online, information that you think you might have. Please ensure that you do the right thing, particularly for the victims who have lost their lives and their families who will ever be impacted by this particular day.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Commissioner, Mr. President. First and foremost, I want to say to the families in Brooklyn, I'm sorry. You should never,
we both
ever,
need new equipment.
ever have to face something
taking
like
up
this.
a fund for us to
This is a societal problem that we're dealing with, a mass shooting where a disagreement turns into 28 people shot. This is insanity. This cannot be the society that we are expected to live in. We have to do better. We've done what we've could at the state level to try and find ways for it to be harder to get guns into people's hands. But this is the problem with too many guns in too many hands of people that make life and death decisions. It is not okay. Something has to give.
This white guy's
This isn't how I anticipated this Sunday. For the 28 families that were directly impacted, I am so unbelievably sorry. To the hundreds that witnessed it and who will forever be changed, I'm sorry. And for the thousands and thousands of Marylanders who on this day will have to think about the mass shooting that occurred here in Baltimore, this isn't sustainable. Something has to give. I stand here as a representative of the state saying that the state is in partnership and in conversation with the governor to provide the resources necessary so that no community has to deal with what we're dealing with here today.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm infuriated. I'm angry that this is how I'm spending my Sunday on a holiday weekend. Brooklyn has forever and always been a neglected community. And this is not the time for us to forget them now. This is the time for us to come together and stand in solidarity with them and also provide the necessary resources from the local, state, federal level.
Hey, Clown.
I won't stop fighting for my communities, and we cannot stop now. Thank you.
Hey, Clown. You think Trump gonna get indicted today? You think the grand jury gonna indict? I don't think they are. I don't know why.
What was the question? We believe it was around 14. We're still confirming ages of everyone. We have some tentative ages and dates of birth on some, so right around 14.
There you go. Y'all get the gist. Another mass shooting. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with this Supreme Court decision. Glad D Truth hit it. He hit the panel at the right time, so maybe he can explain, because I still don't understand how it affects us at all. What the hell he got going on? Solo layout.
What's in his? Oh, that's his urn. I thought it was a drill.
Action, the court's majority ruled both in a case brought against Harvard University and one against the University of North Carolina that the consideration of race in admissions violates the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution. As longtime critics of affirmative action celebrate the victory, advocates now worry about the ramifications well beyond campus. NBC's Jesse Kirsch has our Sunday focus.
I always thought it was frowned upon to let somebody in because of color anyway. I didn't think affirmative action was being used to get people into college, unless they're saying that Harvard and Yale and these Ivy League schools only did it simply because they needed to meet a quota.
If you want to get in college, just mark yourself as Native American. Always get you in.
There definitely are black students smart enough to be in Harvard. That's why they go. I don't think it's because they're trying to meet a quota.
And the white colleges recruited the black students who were smart enough to be there.
Right.
Okay.
They took their papers. They said yes.
It didn't. What people don't understand is for a long time, the white colleges took their alumni. There's people that aren't smart enough to be there, but because their family has a name on a building or they gave money to a stadium, they were there. They're dumb as bricks. Okay. Affirmative action was just
Buster Murdoch
put forward because too many people were being excluded. It had its purpose at the time. Has it gone? But again, there's plenty of people out there that were being edged out because their mom and dad were who they were. and that these colleges weren't looking at those people. Affirmative action forced them to look at those people. That's the only.
But the law overruled it. The law is saying that they can't do it, so they feel like they're going to be overlooked now. Is that the fear? They feel like they're going to be overlooked once again.
Be careful what you wish for. Okay, be careful what you wish for. Did you ask them when America was great? Have you sat down and said, so when was America great?
When Trump and them was in office, they were giving out checks, Trump and Bush.
Everybody was giving out checks. You had to give out checks. It's nothing new. They didn't rewrite. Trust me, he tried to fight it the entire time.
I'm just saying that's when America was great, when they was handing out checks.
It wasn't.
They don't do it that often.
Okay, America was great.
But everybody got checks. Everybody.
Did you know
what the last time they did that? It was the Republicans that gave us money, nigga. It was the Republicans.
Republicans didn't give you shit. They fought it the entire way.
It don't matter. They gave us. It happened under their leadership, sir. Under their administration. It don't matter. It's on their record. Just like the crime bill is under the Democratic Party's record, sir. Don't matter. They had to be tough on crime. The Republicans wanted it too, but it was the Democrats.
And the Republicans are talking like they're tough on crime right now, right? They're tough on crime right now, but they want to release all the January 6th people.
They ain't no criminals. The fuck they destroy some property.
How are they not criminals? Explain to me how.
Who they pull pistols out on? Who they shoot? Who they shoot? We just heard. I'm playing all these mass shootings, sir. I'm explaining all these mass shootings. How come when nobody shot up? How come it wasn't a mass shooting?
How spraying police officers with bear spray, beating them.
White people had a bonfire.
Those people showed up in riot gear.
Now nobody get beat up with no sticks. You sound like it was cavemen out there.
I don't understand. Like did you not see the videos? Were they not smashing in? Nobody died.
And they need to go. Okay, so they need to do their probation, sir.
Were sent to the hospital,
sir. None of them need to be jailed unless it was some violent crimes. The rest of that trespassing shit, give them probation and move the fuck on. Those are the people they're trying to release.
Did you not watch the same thing I watched?
Did you not just hear what I said? The ones that cause violence, the ones that use bear spray, okay, prosecute them. But still, how much time are they going to get in jail for that?
And they
were. But you said they want to let them go. Okay, you said they want to let them go. They've been held. So they've been holding them all of this time. How much time should they get for this shit? Unless they killed somebody. It's fucking destruction of property.
What has it been?
The ones that are getting time are the ones behind this. Trust me, they sat there and planned this. This wasn't just a spur of the moment thing. It was.
I don't give a fuck about them. I'm talking about the people that were there that did the actions, that all that other thinking, the master plan. I don't give a fuck about those people.
The people that climbed through windows, they shouldn't be arrested. The people that
They've been arrested. You said they're trying to let them go.
No,
you said they're trying to let them go. They've been arrested.
The Republicans want to pardon them. The Republicans
they've been arrested. They petty crimes. They are petty crimes at the end of the day. Unless they shot somebody, then no, don't pardon them. This shit is petty.
At the end,
they pardon drug dealers, they pardon killers and rapists and all types of shit. I don't give a fuck about them pardoning somebody that got damage to property. It's petty.
And you're right. And if you notice, they're not giving those people years in jail. They're already out. They served their little time and they left.
They act like January 6th just happened. It's been damn near 3 years. How much time they supposed to do? They made bail and everything. They've been to court. They took their pleas. What the fuck are they supposed to do? These are petty crimes at the end of the day. Unless somebody was charged with attempted murder or murder, then they should be out. It's been years.
And they were. And they were charged with attempted murder.
So why you mad about the part? Well, okay, I ain't worried about it. The people that would attempted murder. They should still be in jail. They shouldn't get a pardon. I agree with you there. There ain't no argument with me on that one. If you did try to kill somebody and all that fuck shit, yes, you should be doing it. You shouldn't be pardoned. But the majority of the people, they weren't killing anyone. That's why it was only like one fatality, one officer, I think, and one protester, or is it just one protester? I don't know if an officer died.
No,
an
officer died. An officer.
So
died.
it was one on each side. So that wasn't a mass shooting to me. One on both sides, and whoever killed those people need to be charged for it.
And if I was in charge, there would have been body bags lined
up.
Well,
the police officer
throughout the place, and there'd been body bags going that would stretch from here to New York. If I was in charge,
police officer shot that woman, then he's justified, especially if there's a mob coming at him. So that person, whoever shot the protesters, shouldn't be charged, but the actual police thing, yes, whoever shot the police officer, yeah, because nobody
shot. They beat the man, and he had a heart attack. They beat him with a stick, sprayed him in the face with pepper spray, and he had a heart attack. The woman who jumped in the window and climbed through the window got shot in the neck, which she rightly deserved.
This morning, this boy, he lit this morning. Yep. Let's get back to this affirmative action, sir. Okay. I agree. The pardoning shit, though, the horrible crimes, yes, the shit that carries 5 years and shit like that, yes, but people that are just for mobbing, destroying property, trespassing and shit, pardon that shit. It's bullshit. And they've already been arrested. They already lost jobs. They already faced embarrassment because that's what everybody was doing. They was taking pictures of everybody there, putting them up. And if you had a business, you worked somewhere, they was calling your company, you was getting fired. Happened to several people in Memphis. They gave their pound of flesh. What more do people want? Pardon or not, they're still going to be labeled as these people that did this.
Yes, you mean the insurrectionist? Yes, the insurrection.
I still don't think what they did was bad. It's what the country was founded on, and nobody got hurt other than the one security guard that you said got
300 police officers went to the hospital.
That was because of smoke spray inhalation, right? But don't they shoot that shit out on us? If they can shoot the shit out on us, they can take it back.
No, we don't spray people with bear spray. You know
they use pepper spray and shit.
Yeah, pepper spray.
They use tear gas and rubber bullets and foam and all types of other shit.
But they did use rubber bullets. That's what I don't understand. I'd have shot everybody with rubber bullets. Everybody who got shot with a rubber bullet.
Most of them people weren't armed. It's just imagine if those people were there for an insurrection, they would have took all those security guards' guns and turned them on them. They beat one old nigga to your recollection.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
But they really was trying to insurrect some shit. They beat him and didn't even take his gun.
They don't when you're with riot police like that, you don't carry a gun. You have your baton.
First of all,
your shield. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's the cheese.
First of all, the only people that was there to do damage was the FBI. The proof
oh my there. God!
The truth. Slow your roll, dog. Slow your roll. What is the last videos you seen? When is the last time you seen videos or did an investigation on this? Because there's 40,000 hours worth of video that's showing opposite of what you're saying. We showing
really.
Cooperation
so what
with
was
the
being
FBI.
shown the
Those
day of the insurrection? What would you say?
The door was unlocked from the inside. Did you know that? You need a code to unlock that front door. Who unlocked the front door? You can't just walk up into that building. I don't care how much they banged or whatever.
Because you know why they unlocked the door? Because they didn't want them to bash $100,000 door. They broke through windows. And it wasn't them. The people were already inside.
Them bitches are sending billions to Ukraine. What the fuck are they worrying about that little ass door and they sending billions to Ukraine? That shit sounds dumb.
Actually, that is kind of dumb.
Oh yeah, I'm coming in on a hot one today. I'm tired. I'm tired of the fucking lies.
Let's just say like they did knock the door. I mean, that they left the door closed, right? But wouldn't you rather have the door closed than like have people get hurt inside? I don't know. Just my thought.
Again, they were getting.
I mean,
there was.
I mean, they were supposed to be protecting the people on the floor, right?
They're gonna get in. They were already smashing windows. They told the police that the Metro Police told them to stand down and back up. You're not going to be able to stop them. That's what happens when you're about to be overrun.
The Capitol Police said the FBI was there undercover all over the freaking place. They were the ones who did all the damage. The FBI, they the ones who made up all these fucking stories for the last 4 or 5 years, and you still don't want to see it. You still don't want to see it, and all the proof is out there.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. But I'm giving my people more information than what you're giving.
If that was true, the Republicans would be standing on the steps and showing everything,
and making them dumbfounded.
The Republicans would be there with
how can we
proof of every FBI officer that did it. If that was true,
we're not in control of
the Republicans would have a list of FBI agents that did it. This has nothing to do.
Why would they tell on themselves? It's coming out slowly. You have to be patient.
It's not. You know why it's coming out slowly? Because they're making it up as they go along. That's why they're making it up as they go along.
That was just a heavy protest.
Okay, but listen to if there was a list. If there was a list of FBI agents that infiltrated the crowd and did all the damage, they would be arrested. The Republicans would have already arrested them. So you're saying that the Republicans wouldn't have arrested them?
Why ain't the Capitol Police under arrest for walking that dude with those big ass horns on his head all through the whole fucking Capitol, showing them room for room? This is all on camera. It's 40,000 hours worth of footage. How are you wiping like 40,000 hours? And we show this dude getting escorted through the building like he was a fucking tourist. Everybody, they showed these people these are the Capitol Police. It's all on video. Go look it up. I have no reason to lie.
You know how many Capitol Police were fired because of January 6th?
It's something that you're missing. You're stuck with a narrative that they put out 2 years ago.
How many police officers were fired? How many police officers were fired on the day of for January 6th?
None that I know of.
Almost 50.
They all being protected. Few is coming out.
No, almost 50 got fired for January 6th. Why? Because they were shown shaking their hands. They were shown removing barriers for them. Look, everybody's going to have people that are sympathetic to the other side.
Now that you said that, so why is it hard for you to believe that those same kind of police escorted people through that fucking building like it was no problem? They even let them know, okay, it's time to go now.
Okay,
all of this is recorded on tape.
The videos you're talking about is when they were given the order to stand down, stop fighting them.
They was inside the Congress floor. They was on the Congress floor.
Yes, because the Senate and the Congress had been removed. The Senate and Congress had been removed. They were out of the building. They said, just let them in.
How did they find that? How did they find that location? They was
how did they find what?
So they could sit on the Congress floor.
How did they find what area?
How did they find any room in that building?
The
Congress floor
online.
You just don't walk in, and the Congress floor is the first room.
No, you had. They wasn't the first room. They had to go through halls to get there. I've been there, and they climbed over things to get in there.
Am I going crazy, or did y'all see any of that video too?
The truth. Why did they get fired for doing their job? You said they were told to stand down, but you just pointed out that they had barriers moving.
The videos, because they were doing
it
before they were told
doing their job, D-Truth.
They were because those people were shaking their hands and taking pictures with them. The same people that were outside beating the rest of the police officers, they were taking pictures with them. They should have been fired. They all should have been fired for not shooting their asses up.
It's messed up. I'm going through this with my best friend too, man. It's like I wish me and D-Truth was closer so I can call him a dumbass.
You can call me a dumbass. I'm just saying it's not logical what you're saying. If the FBI had done all this, they would have been brought in front of Congress and they would have been arrested. It's the same shit that they were saying. Antifa did it. But Antifa wasn't there. You know who was there? The Proud Boys were there. You know who was there? The Oath Keepers were there. And they could be, and they're shown repeatedly throughout the crowd.
Well, I can't say I got pictures. I seen pictures. I'm not sure if they're true. I'm gonna leave it like that. But Black Lives Matter was there, and they had Trump hats on, fitting in with the rest of the crowd. The FBI was there, sitting there.
All these things have never been proven. All these things you're saying have never been proven. The FBI did not infiltrate. They were not. No one's been arrested in the FBI. They would automatically be arrested for doing that. Inciting a riot is a criminal offense, and it's actually a felony if anyone gets hurt.
Actually, that's true. That's like the fight, yelling fire in a theater type thing.
Answer this one question. Do you look at Tucker Carlson?
Nope. Tucker Carlson is an opportunist.
Okay, that's the reason.
Tucker Carlson is there to make money. That's it. That is it. He will say whatever he needs to say to make his money.
Nobody was charged in none of the riots that took place during the Black Lives Matter protests. No one.
They arrested a lot of people. But again, opportunists.
And let them go instantly.
Okay, but
I don't think so. I think if he was an opportunist, if he was an opportunist, I don't think he would have made the move that he made recently.
Here's the thing about the Black Lives Matter movement and the marches and everything else.
Right now.
Huh? I didn't hear you.
I said Tucker Carlson could lose his life right now, so I don't think he's doing anything for money.
For what?
The information
he's an opportunist.
Is going to get him popped.
Okay, and
why would you put your life in jeopardy?
Why did Fox pay $748 million to Dominion?
To what? To Dominion?
Yes. Dominion is the one that makes the voting machines that Fox lied on.
I know who they are now. I know who they are now.
$748 million. I'm sorry, $787 million.
Because that's a dirty ass company. I want to know why Fox. paid them that much, because that's a dirty ass company, and we already know what they've done.
Dominion.
Yes, it might go over your head. I ain't even gonna bring it up.
Dominion is a dirty ass company.
Go over your head by the level of knowledge that you're presenting.
But see, again, the guy on the right over there is whispering, and only a few people hear him. And those people run and whisper to a bunch of other people. Again, go to court and prove that any of this happened. That Dominion's a dirty company. No. So Italians infiltrated the election. They put cheese on. They put cheese dust on the.
We can't nail.
Go ahead, say it. Hillary. Go ahead, say it. Or Biden. Go ahead, say it.
Right. I mean, it's going to be hard to get them in court on anything if we see the president's son get away with what he's getting away with. This administration is dirty as hell. They in control of all this shit. That Dominion shit, and all that shit. They've been in control of that shit since the 60s.
The best thing that a criminal,
if you want to take it further back than that, we can take it back to World War I.
The best thing a criminal can do,
I can get a lot deeper,
is point at another criminal. The best thing a criminal could do is point at another criminal. Look what that criminal's doing over there. Look at that criminal over there. And let me tell you something.
They
did it with Hillary.
Man, you're deflecting and putting stories in to fill it.
No. They didn't do it with Hillary. They didn't do it with
They did
Hillary.
a lot of shit with Hillary that I'm seeing. But as soon as we break it up, somebody like you was gonna come write it off. It's like you only. I'm seeing because I already seen what you seen. There's a different story out there. I was on those sides.
There's always a different story.
You come in with a one-sided argument.
Okay, just like there's a war.
I want to see the whole story
under Washington D.C. right now. There's a war raging under Washington D.C. right now. The pedophiles are flying through the catacombs with children, and Trump's men are chasing him. For an entire year, those people kept saying, August, Trump is back. September, Trump is back. November, Trump is back. December, Trump is back.
Back from what? Back
in
from
office. What? And this isn't me saying it. It was those same people that are whispering. The same people who are whispering sat there for an entire year and fed those people that Trump is back. And those idiots were like, oh, thank God Trump is back. Oh my God, he's going to save the country. He's back. And then all of a sudden, Trump never came back. So they changed it. Oh, he's going to run for president in 2024.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if he run for president. All you Democrats keep using Trump as a fucking excuse. Nobody gives a fuck about goddamn Trump.
And all the Republicans
right? Nobody gives a fuck
Hunter
about these goddamn Democrats. They want.
And all the Republicans use is Hunter and Hillary.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Because most of the people who's using that is trying to paint your ass a picture. If you can't see the picture, then you're good as well as dead in the fucking future. Because if you don't know what they doing to him, they coming after you next. This has all to do with us. This has nothing to do with no right or no fucking left. This has everything to do with us. And so many people are refusing to decode what they're trying to put out, what they can be put out. I had a page that got took the fuck down. They silenced a lot of our fucking voices because we were going in the right direction.
And you know
right?
what?
You ain't got to believe that.
Though, man, you know what the problem? You have to decode it. You see, for 5 years, they played the decoding
Exactly.
game.
Why would they put it out there?
You know, I got my Twitter
for 2,000 years they played the decoding game. Open up that fucking Bible. Now I'm starting to really wake up. Open up that fucking Bible. They've been trying to decode shit for goddamn 2,000 fucking years.
And that's the problem, though. Decoding.
You know what I'm saying? That's how these.
Decoding means you can believe something, I can believe something. You know what?
That's the agenda for the whole fucking world.
You know what? I'm into conspiracies just like you are. It's just that a lot of times I don't go down that rabbit hole. Because the rabbit hole is put there, so you will go down
a little bit. But to every conspiracy, there is some truth.
You know what messed them up?
It's up to you to find the truth within the conspiracy.
But you know what messed them up? That they allowed those morons to write the conspiracies. Okay? They spent $4 million investigating an Italian satellite.
Hold on.
Cheese on the ballots.
Hold on.
A bamboo paper.
So explain this to me. Explain this to me real quick.
Wait a minute. Mad Tucker
in 2019.
and The Truth Lemon. Y'all still going at it?
Yep.
Mad Tucker and The Truth Lemon.
Yes, sir. Which go? Yes, sir. See, I was supposed to be warming up for a hearing, but I heard The Truth spouting his words and stuff, so I had to come and join him. You know,
I kind of put up the out signal.
Which code?
Okay.
But no.
Okay. Wait. Now, I want to ask you a question. Hold up. 1 second. Then I'll let you talk. No, I want to ask you a question. Was a crime committed on January 6th?
Trespassing.
Yes. Trespassing.
Were police officers
destruction of property?
Were police officers attacked? Destruction of property is nothing. You could replace property, but were police officers attacked?
No. No, that
No?
police captain lied to Congress right there in our face.
Oh my
I can go back to that hearing. I can
and
go
I
right
can
back
go
to that
back to
hearing. We
video,
compare
and I
from
can go
what he
back to
said
video
then
where
to right
where
now.
police officers were being hit with sticks,
No.
where they were having things thrown at them, where they were being overrun and pulled into the
That
crowd.
video, all the video that you might have seen on TV was already edited. What Tucker Carlson brought out was 40,000 hours of unedited video that's showing a different story. This is what I'm telling you. This is what we seen. We seen that front door come open from the inside. We have the camera looking down on the front door from the inside. We
Yes,
saw how
and I
that
told
door
you,
opened.
I told you
They
why.
came through the window
They did
first.
not open that door. They did not open that
They
door until Congress and the Senate and Vice President Pence were removed from the facility. And then they said, whatever, it's not worth us getting hurt. So they wanted them to stop smashing windows to get in. They just opened the door. And then the police backed up.
It was only a few people smashing the windows. Let me explain. There was a few people who broke the windows. Yes, I agree. But the crowd that came in like fucking tourists. These motherfuckers came in taking pictures.
They
came in
the original
non-destructive.
people. Okay. Yes.
The original people
the
broke the
damage had
window,
already
and the
been
people
done.
on the front of the people that was on the front of that porch, or I'm saying porch, but the front area in front of the door got pushed in by the people in the back. They didn't have no choice but to go in once the door was open.
I agree. That's
That
what
was
I'm
a
saying.
large crowd.
Not all of them need to
So
they were idiots for being there in the first place. But the people that already did the damage,
no, they wasn't.
they already isolated the guy that was smashing the window with the shield that he had took from some police officer. He was an oath keeper. They already saw
for
that.
you to say
The
that they
people
shouldn't have been
smashing
there,
the window
mean that you
where the
didn't
woman got
understand
shot.
what was really going on.
Who?
You didn't understand what was really going on if you say they shouldn't have been there. I agree they shouldn't have been there, but I respected them being there because they were standing up for our rights. There was something going on that needed to be answered. They showed up to their house. That's their house.
What was happening?
Like
What was happening that they had to be there?
just like when hold on, let me explain. Just like when Trump beat Hillary Clinton in 2016, we had people protesting the fucking streets for 2 fucking years, holding up traffic, all kind of shit. These people took it straight to the Capitol. That same kind of protest, but it was less damage than what they did 4 or 5 years ago when Trump won. All right,
why were they
these
there?
people was forced into a situation. Trump
they were.
Trump told them to show up. I'll give you that. Trump told them to show up that
why
day.
did he tell them? What was
but
he?
he didn't say tear up. He didn't say tear up.
He did. Let's all walk down to the
He didn't give no
Capitol.
command. He didn't.
I'm walking with you. Let's all walk down.
You know
to
how
the
far that
Capitol.
walk is. That's
For
like
what?
that's for those in the chat. For those in the chat, that's a 6-mile walk. How in the hell did he give that order
Truth,
for
you
those
can't
people
be
on
white.
the front that was already at the Capitol?
So, but again, let's all walk down to the Capitol. I'm coming. He tried to go there himself.
Truth. The timing is impossible. From when he said it and when they entered, it was impossible for them to have got the message, unless they had walkie-talkies.
Already. Do you know about the
That is
stash?
too far away.
You know about
It's over 45
stash?
minutes. It takes over 45 minutes to walk the distance or so. It was about a couple of miles.
And they had already started going
they
down
were saying
there
something
before
like that. It was too
Why?
far away.
Why? Because people were already in the crowd telling them to go. Telling them to go.
The
Do you know
FBI
about
was
the
in the
stash
crowd.
do you know do you know about the stash of
go look at the
equipment?
reports, man. Go look at the new reports.
I did look at the report. Did you know about the stash of equipment that they had in the bushes waiting? And then as soon as Trump came on, they all went over there and started putting on their combat gear. Let me tell you something. I'm a big I want a law passed that if you show up in combat gear for a peaceful march, your ass should be arrested.
So you're agreeing that that was a peaceful march on January 6th?
Until they started putting on combat gear. That little rally he had in the thing. Okay, who builds a gallows.
How many people had on comeback gear,
I
sir?
think I got on Money Boy.
You act like the whole crowd had that shit on.
No, but the ones that were there to do one
It was
thing.
nobody but the FBI, Money Boy.
Oh my God. If it was the FBI, they all would have been arrested.
Look her mad Carson and mad and D Truth Lemon. Y'all don't get me in the middle of this shit.
I'm not getting.
Yes.
No, I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
We love this segment.
Okay,
Keep it going.
Okay. Wait, Matt.
Can y'all
Matt,
argue about
I'm gonna ask
affirmative
you,
action?
I'm going to ask you. We're going to get back to some. I want to ask you a question. If you show up at a peaceful rally in combat gear, what are you going there for?
I don't know. I could be a superhero. You gotta define that. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
But no, you looking for trouble.
When they had the rally in South Carolina where that woman got run over by the car, why were they in combat gear? Because they knew exactly what they were there for. They were there to fight each other. That's the problem. Start arresting people showing up in combat gear. Start arresting people that are showing up at peaceful demonstrations with AR-15s over their shoulder. You're only there to do one thing.
Don't you have a right to carry?
Yeah, that's profiling because of the way somebody dresses.
You have a right to carry, but not in a peaceful demonstration.
Exactly.
My thing is, when I say opportunists, okay, opportunists infiltrate these things because they have one thing in mind. They want to bust up shit and they want to steal stuff.
If you're being
99% of that crowd is walking down the street, and there's that 1%, and all it takes is that 1%. And you know what happens? A bunch of people start following. Oh shit, he broke the window. Look, oh, he's coming out. And here they come. Why do they do that? They do that. One thing they do that to mess up the rally to begin with, to put that dark cloud over the rally. That's one of the reasons they do it. But they're also opportunists because they know that they can get away with it because the police are on the outskirts.
Which call? All right, D-Truth, ask yourself this question. Who sent them niggas?
Who sent them?
I'm telling you, boy, everything that they put this guy on.
Opportunity sent them. Nobody's behind it. Nobody's
what
behind
I'm saying,
it.
And I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of this guy, but everything they pointed at this dude from the facts that I'm seeing, they're the ones responsible, all the way to the FISA report. Everything. The opposite side did.
Not everything
and
is
this guy.
Not everything is deep state. But these okay. Listen what I'm saying. An opportunity.
Everything is deep state.
He knows he can get in there.
Hold on, time out, T-Truth. Do you know what the WEF is?
I heard that. I've heard that.
I think you might need to look to the WEF. That's the World Economic Forum. Find out what their agenda is and compare it to what we've been going through for the last 4 or 5 years. There's something huge going on, and these Democrats is working for these motherfuckers. Trump was the one who came.
And you don't think
Trump put up the roadblock and the wall.
Did nothing.
I'm telling you what it is. You ain't got to believe it. Stop blowing off everything I'm saying, man. I'm sitting here listening to you. I need you to listen to me.
There's not a new world
you know what I'm
order.
saying?
There's not a new world order.
I'm telling you, that's what it is.
There's not a new world order. The world is a very fragile place. Every time one country drops, it opens up opportunity, becomes a vacuum.
What is the reason? Then what is the reason why Biden signed this country up for the hold on, what is this called? Give me 1 second. The International Health Treaty. Explain to me why would he sign us up for an international health treaty that's going to make us go through what everybody else is going through all at the same time? He signed this a year and a half ago.
The International Health Treaty. But a lot of people don't understand about that is the problem is that we're getting sick. because the other countries around the world are catching diseases and they're traveling
We
and
getting
they're
sick because
showing
they're
up
working on
here.
experiments to get us sick. Truth. We're getting sick because they're experimenting with things to get us sick. We're nothing but a lab. Every country is its own lab. This is no bullshit. And this is from what I'm seeing. And I've been following this.
I can
from
believe
me
that.
watching the news from like from when they went into the Persian Gulf back in the 90s. I've been watching the news. I didn't always believe it. I always went which call, but I always listened. There's some strange shit going on right now, dog.
There will always be strange shit.
And not like this. I've been following since the Persian Gulf. Yes, I don't seen some fucked up shit. I don't heard some fucked up stories.
Everyone
but this right
is
here
looking.
is this administration is something else, boy. I'm telling you. And this is
his wasn't.
Agenda goes all the way back to World War I. You know what I'm saying?
But-
From when the
but I'm just saying,
CCP first formed, this is when the agenda started. And that's no bullshit. Since 1921, this agenda has been in what's called been in play. All coming from China.
Is China behind a lot of this stuff? Yes. China has been trying
Yeah,
to
buddy. Yes,
destabilize the entire world for the last 40 years. At least the last 40 years, China has secretly sat in the back trying to destabilize the world. You don't even look. I've seen most of the scenarios that the government believes is going to happen.
Truth. It's not 40 years. It's 113 years. Go back a little further.
Now, the last 40 years, they've
The
gained
roots of that
their
deep. Go
momentum
back a
and their
little further.
strength. But the last 40 years is where China gained their momentum and their strength. Okay, all the years before that, they were just,
yeah, I see what
they
you're
were
talking
just
about.
chipping. They were just chipping at it to get the stronghold that they have now. And every day.
And the thing about it is, it's fucked up how they use. It's fucked up how they used us. Because without them brainwashing us and getting us to go with the narrative, they could never take this country. And what you be spilling out your mouth is evidence that they got us, because you refuse to actually look into the rest of the situations. Everything ain't always straight as far as what you see. I understand you're a researcher. You do your job. That's why I'm arguing with you to get you to open your eyes a little wider, because you got it, but you're just in the wrong direction. And I'm not saying that for no Trump shit. I'm not saying that for no Biden shit. I'm saying that for an American people shit. You know what I'm saying? This is some real shit going on. In the next 2 years, we're going to regret a lot of this shit.
No, understand something, though. The reason that this is happening right now is because for 4 years, Trump fed people that the media is fake, that the media cannot be trusted.
They are. Okay. They are. Look at what Joy Reid said about affirmative action.
So yeah, you know
what I'm
what
saying?
Joy
They
Reid
all
said?
rolling by the agenda. How in the hell all of them are saying the same thing on average? How is all of them saying the same thing on different channels? Like they all there talk to each other before they shows.
But Joy Reid is
word
right,
for word. Everything is a fucking script.
Joy Reid is right. When affirmative action came about, these Ivy League colleges went looking for them so that they could fill their affirmative action. So now we're back on affirmative. So they're right. They did.
Because
a lot of times they were passed up.
They doing that to fill in. They were passed up. Yes, I agree that. But truthfully, the people that they brought in, did they even deserve where they went? You know what I'm saying? Because truthfully, if your accolades are high enough, you don't need no affirmative action to get into where you need to get into. This was a handicap to help blacks who probably most of them didn't deserve.
Don't be naive, because in the 70s and 80s, those Ivy League colleges weren't looking at blackface. Those Ivy League they allowed donors to fill their school. donors, and they definitely were not allowing black people to be there. Joy even said it. Those people looked at me like I was beneath them, and I was 10 times smarter than them.
But those Ivy
My
League
grades
schools,
showed it.
I would not be.
What do you mean?
I mean, honestly, from what I found out, these Ivy League schools, from what I found out, is controlled by China. All their agendas, all the shit that they push in the CRT and all that shit comes from China. So I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? That shit would make a difference if black folks wouldn't get into.
No, Gabe, it's not.
Go ahead.
So since you talked about CRT, let me tell you something. They don't even know what CRT is. They have no clue what CRT is.
We actually don't,
They
because
they just know
the definition they're getting is.
But they just know by saying the word CRT, all the white people stick their heads up. What? What? That's why they say CRT.
So explain to me the books that they putting in these schools' libraries then.
They're
I'm about to
not.
start doing
CRT
reviews on these school board
CRT
meetings.
is a college course. Critical race theory is a college course. It is not in high school.
I understand that.
It is not in middle school. It is not in elementary school. But they know that if they say the word, if they say those 3 letters, they'll get the attention of the people they want to have the attention of. Okay? Go to any school board right now. And when they want to get people riled up, they say CRT. CRT. They don't even explain what CRT is. It's an elective
I understand. Yeah, I understand that. But then what is this? Then what should we call this proof that they pulling out there about what's in the books that white people are bad, black folks is this? They reading the books to you in the daggone school board meetings. Truth. Come on, man. Stop playing me like I'm stupid.
They're not. They're putting out names of books. That's it. They have a burn list now. Yes. Are they upset that? And the only thing they're really talking about now, and the other. But here's the
so if I call my daughter,
anything.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pull out the evidence and tell me that all these parents are lying about what their kids are bringing home.
They're not.
They're pulling the proof out right there in front of the school board meeting. Come on, man. So now these parents are lying, but that's.
Okay.
Screen share that shit, man. Tucker, screen share.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. But
I remember when they tried to take the N-word out of Huckleberry Finn.
Well, that ain't ever gonna happen. But again, okay, Gabe just brought up a great point. Huckleberry Finn.
But I have the answer to that. You know how you fix that? You just make Huckleberry Finn a black kid.
I didn't even know.
Here's the problem. For 100 years, nobody had a problem with Huckleberry Finn. Nobody had a problem with that. They didn't care.
I didn't know it was
that black children were reading Huckleberry Finn and were offended by it because the white students that were reading Huckleberry Finn.
Hold on, I do remember that.
Pronounce that word with power.
And Jim. I think it was his name.
But nobody had a problem with that. But as soon as you see people, the thing that people don't understand is when you allow them to rewrite history, when you allow them to take history out of the history books, that's the first step. That's the first step because pretty soon.
What's the first step?
Well, y'all Democrats wanted all these Confederate shit taken down. That was all Democrats. That's rewriting history, sir.
That's not rewriting history. Why would I celebrate a loser? Why would I celebrate a loser? Explain to me why I'm celebrating a loser.
It's rewriting history, no different than the argument that you just gave, because they're taking the monuments because you're taking the monuments down and you're renaming the park so people don't know who these people are or what happened. It's rewriting history.
Okay, but you're celebrating
That's
losers.
No, you're not celebrating.
They lost, and the only people that celebrate the losers are down south.
These people
Virginia
sir, they had military history and heritage and shit before the Civil War. So that all gets erased because of the side of the war they were on.
It doesn't get erased. It doesn't need to be taken.
If you take down the parks and the monuments, how is it not erased? Nobody remembers these people. That was how they were remembered, because they had a monument or a park.
Why do you need to remember a loser?
You just said but you just gave a whole spiel about rewriting history, sir. And I'm saying that's literally.
I'm not rewriting history. I'm saying why are we
the Democrats?
Why are we celebrating?
It's rewriting history. You can call it. See, this is what Democrats do. They will say one thing and say, "Oh no, don't rewrite history." Then when you point out Democrats rewrite history, that ain't rewriting history. They're celebrating the losers. Damn it, we celebrate losers all the fucking time.
Why do you think they had those statues up?
Because those people were prominent people before the Civil War. I already said that.
Bullshit.
So they weren't war generals before the Civil War.
No, because the Confederates didn't have an army.
So they just magically had an army when Civil War popped up, and then they just were, and that was their first time being a general.
The United States had an army. The Confederates did not. They took over the United States Army. And those people that were in charge of the Confederate Army were not in charge at the time that they were taken over. You know why? Because if they were in charge at the time, they wouldn't have went with them. They were rebels.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Why do we have we have all these slave movies, sir, that's celebrating losers? We had Nat Turner movies celebrating losers. Don't do this. Don't do this. We do celebrate losers all the time.
It's still part of. They're still part of the American story, you know.
It's history.
Understand why they did it though. The South did it because they always wanted it in your face. They always wanted to tell black people, I celebrate them people right there. No, let me finish. I celebrate those people right there. I celebrate that Confederate general that came through and slaughtered slaves. I celebrate that Confederate person that killed more Americans than in any war put together. I celebrate him.
Black people fought on that side too. Their heritage is erased with these parts.
Yes, they did. That was one thing I wanted. That was one thing I wanted to say there. But
glory,
truth.
They were on the other side.
They all died though. Yeah, and I didn't know that.
Let me ask this question real quick.
But the Scorpio's right. Scorpio's right. Okay, go ahead.
Do you think that the Civil War was a war of the people versus the government, sort of like what we kind of doing now?
It's exactly what it was. The North versus the South. The North. The North didn't want slavery. The South wanted slavery. And why did the South want slavery? Because they didn't want to pay people to do a job. That's why the South wanted slavery. Get it right. Slavery is not just because a black or white thing. Slavery is because plantation owners did not want to have to pay people to do a job.
I mean, slavery is one of the oldest practices.
Exactly. It's been around for thousands of years.
That shit goes back. It goes back at least 5,000-6,000 years.
Yes.
From what I'm seeing.
But it's basically for one reason. Slavery is one reason. I don't want to pay somebody that I can make somebody do it for free.
But it wasn't technically for free because they had to buy the slave and then they had to house them and feed them and all that shit. It was like, it wasn't for free, but it was a cheap business decision.
Yes, slavery was a business decision, and it always was a business decision.
Actually, I have to disagree with you on one part of that. It wasn't just that they wanted workers for free. A lot of these people was actually prisoners of war. just like we was just before Christopher Columbus came over here. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't put into slavery. We was losers of a war that they're not telling us nothing about. You know what I'm saying? That's how we became slaves. So a lot of it do just come from war, not just that they want
slavery
cheap
has always
labor.
been a reward of war. Slavery has always been a reward of war. I conquer you, and I will make you do what I want you to do because I won.
And you sure there's a lot of raping too.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But again, for the South, it came down to money. Indentured servants. Yes, that's been happening worldwide, everywhere in the world. Indentured servants basically are everywhere. But what I'm saying is, in the South, it came down to, I will have nothing if I have to pay these people to work. Look at all the plantations after the Civil War was over and slavery was abolished. And it took 2 years to catch a lot of these states up to slavery was abolished. They went out of business. Those plantations went out of business.
Still, when you first started hearing about that kind of stuff, though, it seems
Marlboro and them, they still in business. That's what most of the plantations were, the cotton and the tobacco industry people.
Most of the smaller plantations went out of business, and they were bought up by the bigger plantations.
Yeah, that is true.
You see what I'm saying? That most of the smaller plantations that had maybe 20, 30 slaves at the most went all out of business once they couldn't afford to pay the people. So the bigger plantations came in and bought up all the land. That's where you get your Marlboro. That's where you get your cotton manufacturers.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay. All right, this is the question I really wanted to ask. This is the question I wanted to ask. I got thrown over. Do you think the rebel flag was mistaught to us? Because even what you just gave us, it seemed like it's one-sided.
Well, here's the problem with
not saying that's your fault,
flag.
But that's the side I know too. You know?
There was nothing wrong with the rebel flag until it was adopted by the KKK.
Oh, now you cooking.
It went once the KKK adopted the rebel flag as their own, it became a symbol of hatred.
But everybody that was like 10 years after. That was 10 years after the war, right?
Yes.
About 10 years.
Yes, because again,
when they formed the Democratic Party with the Klan.
Yeah, but after the Civil War, that's when the
y'all heard that, right?
Adopted.
He agreed.
That's when the KKK was adopted after the Civil War, because you gave people rights.
Y'all heard him say the Ku Klux Klan is the ones who started the Democratic Party.
Yeah, they did.
That's when democracy showed up. That's the democracy. Democracy was not here at the founding of this republic.
And then it flipped.
This is
and then the
America,
KKK became the Republican Party. I think they
they did a flip.
They did a flip. Trey.
But
we're boring them.
I mean, we was getting back into it. We was working our way right back into it. We were just taking the long way around.
I'm just saying,
we don't always be.
You know, see, there's
no corn in our meal.
But there's always going to be three groups. Okay, always. It's never going to be any different. There's always going to be three groups. Somebody's always going to base their knowledge on the law and what it means. Then there's always going to be a group that counters that and says they're right. And then there's going to be a group that think everything is a conspiracy. It's not. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to look at things deeply. No, I'm not saying that. You should. You should. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The LGB, whatever the hell the letters are now, adopted the rainbow. And now a lot of people look at the rainbow bad.
Hell yeah.
So now that's why I'm saying the rebel flag is no longer a rebel thing. Everyone only sees one thing, just like when they're waving the Nazi flag. Nobody wants to see that shit.
So when a black person is waving the rebel flag in the South,
He's an idiot.
do that makes him racist?
He's an
How
idiot.
is that? How is that so?
Because
when black people fought for the
because it doesn't matter what. But here's the thing, though, it doesn't matter what it meant 100 years ago, 200 years ago. It doesn't matter what the rebel flag meant all those years ago. But we do know what it means right now. And understand something.
Exactly. They didn't think shit of America. Think about this. Think about this. When Crispus Attucks got shot in the first war, what was the first war? I can't think of the name of the first war in this country. Crispus Attucks got shot. It was a lot of black people thought that this country wasn't shit, and he was stupid as hell for going out there. So how is that any different from a black man holding the Confederate flag? To compare to where we at today. If I ask that right.
Yeah, okay. But what does the rebel flag mean to you?
It's remembrance of
exactly what it says. A rebel.
We're still a country.
No. Gay.
Calm down.
He's just saying what it means to me. I'm just telling you what it means. To me.
Oh, he was asking you?
Go ahead.
To me, it just means rebel.
I don't care. MoneyBoy Trey can. I know exactly what your answer. All three of your answers are going to be.
Wait! I didn't know. I was being a parent. What was the question? Now answer it.
The question
that was put on the spot.
What does the rebel flag of the Confederates mean?
If the meaning was supposed to be the people, the states that were part of the shit initially, but just like with everything, people change the meaning.
Exactly. And okay, Gabe, go ahead.
Because we're still a country together. It's to commemorate, even though we were fighting with each other. It's still to remember them.
Matt.
Well, since we just naming the flag, you know what I'm saying? The rebel flag to me means exactly what it says. It's a rebel. You're in a country and you rebelled against something that you feel that was coming after you or something like that, and you just turned into a rebel and got a symbol for it.
Okay.
A rebellion.
What is it used now for?
The Dukes of Hazzard?
Right now, it's used.
It's not used for anything. It's not used for anything. It's just a flag. Some people relate it to racism.
It's used.
But it's not used for anything. It's the flag.
It's used for hate. You don't think? Hey, everyone has a right to march.
But I haven't seen any hate crimes involving the flag.
But that's
Southern blacks embrace the flag. Though. They always have.
Yeah.
Then they're idiots. Because right now, the Ku Klux Klan and the Nazi Party and all of them that are in this country use it for hate.
The Ku Klux Klan, they still around. Oh, yes, and by the way, when we talk about
they call themselves the white nationals now.
I got you. Be true. I got you. Be true. So, when you talk about the Holocaust, you're celebrating losers. I'm going back on mute.
They use it for hate. Why? Because they know if they wave that flag in your face, you know exactly what it means. Now it's an instrument.
Where are they really flying this in front of people's faces, though? And where's these hate crimes where the flag's involved?
Go ahead. Those people that are flying the Confederate flag, the rebel flag, or whatever you want to call it, trust me, more than most of them are flying it because they're racist.
Have you ever stopped and asked them, what do it mean?
It's a Southern Pride thing.
They're going to tell you what you're saying because that's the politically correct answer. But I'll guarantee that if you look at them a little deeper, you're going to see they're all racist.
I mean, they can be like that just by the region that they're in. You know what I'm saying? We can look at them.
Yeah.
We look at people in weird ways. You know what I'm saying? We don't take the words that's coming out their mouth as far as if I was to ask a person what their flag mean to them and they gave me an answer, that's what I would have to take. I wouldn't try to look around that, and I would have to go by their actions afterwards after that conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to paint everybody with one broad brush. And believe me, I used to be a hardcore militant off with your goddamn head. You know what I'm saying? So for me coming out saying stuff like this, it means I'm seeing something else that they lying to us about. Because everything ain't always what it seems to be when they tell us.
If you're flying that flag on your truck in Georgia, if you're flying that flag on your truck in Mississippi, West Virginia,
see, there you go.
Even Florida.
There you go. You putting the region in there.
Tennessee.
The region in there, so we automatically gonna look at them as racist because that's what comes from that. That's what we think comes from that area.
Because they are.
At one point in time, but how bad is it now?
In your face.
Well, Leonard Skinner, the band,
when people talk like this,
do you think they're doing it because they're racist, or is it a Southern pride thing?
Yeah, they were racist.
You could have Southern pride all you want, but we know what the meaning is. You see, you know what? I think the flag got a bad rap. Really, I do. I believe the rebel flag got a bad rap. Why? Because bad people took it as their symbol. It doesn't matter. You could have the best intentions.
I agree.
Bad people do the same thing with the American flag.
The swastika was not a bad thing at first.
No, nobody flies the American flag.
Universal symbol of good luck, Gabe.
But true, that's the question I was asking you. You know what I'm saying? As far as are we misunderstanding it because of the people who grabbed it, we're forgetting the true definition. And we'll never know the true definition because now they're taking everything down, messing up the history.
It's not messing up the history. The only reason that they put those statues
how is that not rewriting history?
To tell the black people in your town that that's the man that should have won.
No, it's not that the city should have won.
No, that's what people are taught.
It wasn't that they should have won. It was part of historical battles. Some of the most bloodiest battles in the world's history happened here on this damn soil.
And
it's history. No matter. And the Confederates won some of those battles that were the bloodiest.
And that man on the statue lost, but yet they point to him as if he's a hero.
Because we're still
nobody said he was a hero. He just have a damn statue. Nobody said he's a hero. It was just a general at a particular battle that was historic during that wartime that they won. They won that particular battle. They lost the war, but they won that particular battle, and that's why they got a trophy in the park.
Okay, what do they tell you though? The Civil War wasn't about slavery. Well, what was it about then? If it wasn't about slavery, what was it about?
See, sir, I don't see who talks like that. We didn't grow up knowing that. These are the people that we argue with on YouTube that talk like that. But growing up, we didn't hear that shit.
Yep.
I did.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
What year did you grow up? 1929?
He's one of those 16-19 guys, boy. He's one of them 16-19 guys. 16-19.
So what was the war for? I want to hear. Trey, go first. What was the Civil War fought over? I'll let Trey answer first.
The South wanted to do their own thing. They didn't like the rules of the United States, so they tried to break away like the U.S. broke away from England.
But why did they want to break away? What was introduced at that time?
Tell me, sir. You just cut through the chase. Just tell us.
Because they knew Abraham Lincoln was about to release the slaves. It had been a big discussion. It had been discussed. Abraham Lincoln didn't want to do it. It just became a big discussion, and he had to do it.
So it was a business. So it was a business decision. They got mad about business.
And because
we've already discussed this.
At the time,
it had all to do with economics.
A lot of it had to do with state rights too.
Well, no, it's because the abolists were becoming a huge party. The people that wanted to abolish slavery started to become a big party. In order to appease that big party and to be elected again, you have to listen to those people. And they became very strong, and they started winning in Congress. They started winning in the Senate, and they became more and more of them within politics.
Southern states wanted to
but that don't make sense as far as
over the federal government so they could abolish federal laws they didn't support, especially laws interfering with the South's right to keep slaves and take them wherever they wish.
But at the time, Abraham Lincoln was president,
but
more people.
Their main reason was because they didn't agree with some of the federal laws.
They didn't agree with abolishing slavery. That
it said especially, but it said a lot of federal laws so that they wouldn't have to federal laws that they didn't agree with. It was more than one. You can't just put one over the other.
Yeah, abolitionists. Yes, abolitionists became very powerful. They became very powerful.
It came down to this, from what I'm understanding. The South industrial was getting bigger than the North. And the only reason why the South was getting bigger is because they had free labor. If Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, it was going to mess up the South's money. You know what I'm saying? But we heard this secondhand. We didn't hear this at first. In school, we was taught it was all over slavery. As you get older, you start to hear the economics and the other things around things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about a lot of this stuff. It was like the flag and stuff. We was taught one thing, but so many variables to it that we're not hearing, and we're judging off of what we only hearing instead of going to do the homework. But truth, I'm pretty sure you do the homework, but a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's basically what we're fighting against when it comes down to information.
Well, but look up the abolitionists, and they started to seize control. And Abraham Lincoln knew that I can't fight these people anymore. They have control. The South didn't like it. They also wanted to raise taxes on the South. The South didn't like that either. So free labor was going, and they wanted to raise taxes.
So what would be the problem with raising taxes in the South if they was getting free labor? They were selling outside of the country at that point.
But they were.
It was slave owners in the North that decided to join the Confederates because they ain't want their money fucked up. There were slave owners in the North as well. They just don't talk about it, but it was slave owners everywhere.
And there was. But
actually, the North was more racist than the damn South.
Shout out to Boston.
All I'm saying.
Shout out to Boston. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to the Midwest.
Boston is still racist.
Exactly.
Those places were racist as shit.
Those are the original patriots. Racist as hell.
Go Celtics.
All I'm saying is
New England even sounds racist.
All I'm saying is that we took the stuff down because it was always in our faces.
So you rewrote history.
We're not rewriting history. History never changed.
It did. If you don't know these people's names and you don't see them, when you go to it and it's called Health Sciences Park instead of Tom Lee Park, you have changed history. Who the fuck is Health Sciences? What did they do on this particular land here, which is where war was fought?
They paid for it.
Exactly. So we don't even know
How
that.
you going to teach
Yeah,
the new incoming
we don't know
generation?
the history of the park because they've rewritten it. It's Health Scientist Park.
Yes, and they paid
instead
for
of Tom Lee Park.
Why?
But Tom Lee Park had a story and a plaque about what battle took place here and why this person is this park.
Just like right now,
And this ain't the first time they tried to rewrite history because truthfully, they just didn't erase slavery. They erased the whole American fucking history as far as this continent. We don't know nothing before pre-Columbus or pre-John Smith. And I used to live right there in Jamestown, boy. There's a lot of history right there, but we don't know nothing. We didn't know nothing of what was before James Smith. All we know is he pulled up to the coast and a chipmunk can run from Florida to Maine from the tree branches. We thinking it's all fucking trees here and shit. That's what we know about America. They ain't telling you nothing beforehand. All the civilizations that been here before everything, they erase history and they still erasing
And
history.
and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Exactly what they're doing. The same stuff you talk about right now that they erased out of our books. So we don't know that we brought plague here, that we killed everyone in our path. They erased, and now they're doing the same exact thing in our history books. And they're saying, "Well, my kid was offended. My child was offended." We don't need to hear about.
I mean,
this
you can't be offended. I mean,
stuff.
damn, it's like we have Indian tribes that was on the west coast of California. We know nothing about because our history goes from east to west. By the time we got west, it was 1849.
Exactly, very slow moving. And
we don't
you
know nothing about those tribes and stuff. How California was
You erase slavery when you erase these monuments in these parks.
You're not erasing the monuments.
You are. You're still erasing slavery.
I don't need to look at.
They're gonna wipe that part. They're gonna wipe that part out because the winners don't have trophies. They ain't got. The winners were loved so much and celebrated by the country so much. They ain't get them no statue.
Yeah, exactly.
But part of that goes with slavery. When you take that down, you denying the slaves and the black people that fought in that battle too. You're putting everybody under one lump, assuming everybody was just racist, and this is not the case. You take that out. That's the reason they were fighting. You said over slavery. So if we wipe that part of history out, because there ain't no winners parts. When did slavery happen? Why was there a civil war? It just happened, and we don't know nothing about none of it. That's how they erase slavery and say it didn't happen. All the shit that goes with it, you just say it didn't happen. You make a movie of Roots with an all-white cast.
Here's the problem with what you're saying. It's not the Democrats erasing it. The Democrats don't ever talk about CRT.
How do we get back to Democrats again?
I don't know. Trey just brought it up. It's not the Democrats erasing things. It's the Republicans.
Nigga, please. I ain't say that.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
You said the Democrats took out statues. The Democrats didn't take out statues.
That was like an hour ago, D-True.
Oh, okay.
He said how we get back on it. He said Trey brought it up.
That was an hour ago.
Well, okay.
But he is ragging. He said the Democrats ain't taking away the statues. Yes, they are, because the Republicans would fight against it, like in Georgia. Y'all called them racist.
Wait,
the ones that was voter suppressing black people because they said you need to have a fucking ID to come vote so we can verify who you are. That was racist.
No. It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with IDs. Understand something. It has nothing to do with IDs because black people have IDs. It has nothing to do with
everything to do with IDs.
It wasn't. They want you to believe it had everything to do with IDs.
So this some deep state shit? Who is they?
They're pulling back hours. They're changing things. You can't drive. You're not allowed.
You mean the same people that you think are indict Trump? Them same people? Oh, okay.
No. The Republicans are the ones changing the laws about voting. Understand that. Why did the Republicans?
And they were called racist.
Why?
But these the same people that y'all think is gonna indict Trump.
I gotta drink the rest of my Monster. Hold on.
Get your prune juice. Extra heavy on prune.
Listen to me. It has nothing to do with ID. Black people have IDs. They're not illegal. They have IDs, so they could vote. The problem became when they said you could no longer take people by bus. You could no longer have anyone but your family members to the polls. Let's change the hours of early voting. It has to stop at 5 o'clock. Who the fuck can vote before 5 o'clock? You know who can vote before 5 o'clock? Old white people. These are the things that they're talking about. These are the voter suppression things. Okay, we're gonna take out half the early voting polls. We're gonna take out half the why? Because they know that older black people would have difficulty getting to the polls. That's why. These are the things I'm talking about, voter suppression. Not an ID. Truth Hurts, can you control them in the chat, please? I'm glad James is not here, because if James was here, they were talking about panties and bras, and underwear. He'd have been all over that shit. So let me get back to my train of thought here. That is the things that they're talking about, voter suppression. For
Why do you
years,
have to blow out my candle, make yours shine brighter?
For years, they've been complaining about the gerrymander, where they start changing lines to balance out if there's too many Democratic voters in one place. They've been complaining about that for years.
Hey man, you done ran mad off, bro. What's wrong with you?
He got mad and pushed the wrong button.
You was kind of a nigga.
Look, I'm just here. Look, people need to stop climbing down them rabbit holes and look at the facts. There's no facts that the FBI.
Facts? Whose facts? The
well,
Republicans' facts or the Democrats' facts?
There is no alternate facts. Understand that. There's no such thing as alternate facts.
Well, you admitted some facts then, because you omitted the fact that the people were told to stand down and some more shit. You just made it seem like they were, but they were given an order to stand down. They could have fought and stopped that shit. They do it everywhere else.
Who gave them the order? Wait, go.
I don't know. That's what you said. I don't know, sir.
No,
I'm going off what you said.
The police were
I
told.
don't give a damn if it was Trump that was told to stand down, but they couldn't stop it.
Okay,
but you omitted that. When you said they stormed the Capitol and just took the shit. They knew they were coming, and they were told to stand down.
No,
you omitted that, sir.
Yes, no,
they knew. Your Democratic news talking points.
They knew that they were coming.
You truth lemon.
Okay, excuse me. They knew that they were coming. They put in a request for the National Guard. It went unanswered.
None of the requests go unanswered during the Black Lives Matter shit. They had police and shit out there for all of that shit.
Yep. And why did it go unanswered?
The nation's capital, they denied it.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Because Trump appointed the head of the Pentagon. The person that was there before him, Trump removed and put in some guy.
So it's dude's fault. It's Trump's fault. The guy he picked incompetent.
Why?
How about it's the guy's fault that did the incompetent job? Why I gotta keep going back to Trump, G?
If you know that there's going to be a rally with 10,000 people, that Intel is telling you that it's going to turn violent, why would that go ignored?
Man, violence is what happened at Charlottesville, sir. That shit, what happened at the Capitol wasn't violent.
Man, the people
violence is what happened in Kenosha. That shit there wasn't violent.
All right, tell me, Mad, what squirrel hole are we climbing down now?
Hold on, I gotta put these two up top.
What? Why did it go unanswered?
I'm done. I'm done talking. I'm gonna just put out the proof that I have, and I'll let the people
Don't
choose
leave
from
me
there.
mad. Don't leave me mad. Don't leave me.
No, because
Don't leave me.
Get his ass mad. Get him mad. Get him. Screen shirt his shit. Get him mad.
Money boy. He sounds like my best friend. And we've been battling for the last 8 years, man. We've been battling for it's no getting through to these kind of folks. I mean, they want to see what they want to see. They want to write off everything else.
I need facts. I need facts. I don't need conspiracy radio.
When I'm giving you factual information to go look up, you still debunking it up here. You're deflecting and debunking.
Show it. And you keep bringing up the Republican hearings, and that's exactly what they are, Republican hearings. Because you know what? The Democrats had Democratic hearings.
Truth, you've been gone 3 days. What the hell? You talking about some 1 day? You've been gone since Sunday, ma'am.
Yeah, you have.
You last was up Sunday.
And we're running amok. Yeah, we're running amok.
We're really not running amok. We could be talking about the homeless nigga in there. We not. So we really are calm running amok.
Here's the thing. I don't watch those conspiracy channels. I don't watch the people that decided that they wanted to be a news station on YouTube. I don't watch those guys.
But those are the guys that's been right.
No, they're not. They've never been right.
Compare the information.
You know what they did?
Compare the information.
They made money. That's what they did. They're making money. Tucker Carlson made money. All those Fox hosts that were
I'm not talking about Tucker Carlson. I'm talking about the people on our level. I'm not talking about Tucker Carlson and them. So the people who's on our level, who's doing all the investigating, those people are lying about the information they find.
Because
is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they are. They're twisting.
You know, it's more than just YouTube out there. It is Rumble out there with a lot of this stuff up there. They're not blocking the real information. You know, there's other sites up here that's dropping the real information.
But you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
But it's not that deep. These people believe that it's so deep. Why do you think it's so easy for people to believe the deep state? Why? Because they made you believe it.
Your life is in jeopardy right now, and you saying it ain't that deep.
My life is not in jeopardy
right now. You saying it ain't
my
that
life
deep.
is not in jeopardy. You know why I know my life is not in jeopardy? Because I can take care of myself. I have enough ammo. I have enough weapons I could last for years in my home.
So you're gonna be fighting artificial intelligent robot soldiers and shit.
I'll have my own artificial intelligent robots.
Chat GDP.
Yeah. I'll have my own.
I tried to get them.
No, I have new AI. Okay, I have new AI.
Actually, it's pretty good. I've tried it out. It's pretty cool.
I have new AI. I have totally new AI.
I'm trying to get used to using it more.
I have two.
I don't want it nowhere in my house.
Now.
How much does that program cost?
Huh?
How much does that program cost? Dave said he got it, you get it.
Oh, you can get it on the App Store.
Yeah, that you can buy. Well, no, the one I have is actually in beta. I know.
So they're still testing.
Yeah, I know a few people that actually are dabbling in this. So I'm getting the betas for a lot of these things. Does it come out right all the time? No. Sometimes the people have free letters.
AI is the devil.
It
is a little too good, though.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It really is. But all I'm saying is I'm not worried about a lot of these things that people are so in depth and looking at. Look, the rabbit hole community lost all their respect when they started allowing QAnon to say the things that they were saying. JFK Jr. alive?
Who is QAnon? Who is QAnon? All these names be coming up. Most of us don't even know who these folks are. But
if you go to any Trump rally, they're right
for
there
some
with
reason
their
we get
big
rounded
Q.
up all together. Who the fuck is QAnon? Where did they come from?
Okay, they
but
spent
who
they
are
spent
they? They're
they
Trump
spent
rallies.
they
I don't see
spent
nothing bad
$3
happening at
million.
Trump rallies.
And then you go to a Democratic rally and you see Strom, Thurman, Biden, and they Klan buddies. I'm going back on mute.
But again, they spent $3 million listening to them. Investigating.
Matter of fact, I think that might be my next show. I'm gonna show you the difference between the Democratic protests and the Trump protests, because these who you call them, national boys or QAnon and all these folks. Show me where all the violence is coming
The white nationalists
from these guys. I seen what's the name of that group? They say the Proud Boys. I seen the Proud off the ground after Antifa knocked his teeth out. Take this guy to the hospital and pay for his hospital bill in San Francisco. You can go look this story up. So how racist are these dudes that we being told is racist and shit?
Not.
Who, the Proud Boys?
Yeah.
I didn't think
the
so.
Proud Boys are the Proud Boys are opportunists. They got everything in their group: black, Mexican, white, everything's in that group. They're opportunists.
It's like a drinking club. It started off as a joke.
Where they been at for the last 2 years? If this
they
group
got
is so
they
big
got
today, where they been at
disbanded
for the last 2 years?
after their leader got
It seemed
arrested.
like they was only using them.
Exactly,
now they
they were
got
using them.
I think they're still around.
They're still around, but they've been disbanded. They changed names.
I
Just
think
like
they're still around,
The
too.
Oath Keepers. The Oath
Gavin's
Keepers.
not in charge no more.
No,
Gavin's
the
not-
Oath Keepers.
Gavin's been out for a while.
The Oath
They're
Keepers
around,
sound too
but they're
damn
not
deep. I
around.
wouldn't even want to mess with them.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I wouldn't want to piss nobody off named the Oath Keepers, man. They sound a little too deep. They had me in some sacrificial goddamn certain.
Look, there's a reason why all these
But a lot
militias and all these are on the radar. There's a reason why. Because somebody in their group.
I
will
know
go
the
rogue.
reason, but I don't think that you want to hear it.
You can say it.
Which cause no,
I might laugh.
it's because Joe Biden is destroying the damn country.
Oh my God!
Joe Biden is working with China
Let
and he's
me
trying to
tell you,
destroy our country.
if Trump
That's what the
did not
receipts are
destroy
saying.
this
That's where the money is
What
coming from.
receipts?
So you mean to tell me all these billions of dollars aligned with receipts?
What receipts?
If
And
you
the
say
same
what receipts, that
millions
means this
that
conversation is
Trump
over.
got, right?
Money,
The same
money
millions
boy,
Trump
let's,
got,
let,
right?
Let's get back to the what's called. All these millions popping up on these receipts and shit. Now we ain't supposed to see this either.
Oh, and
Y'all
you
gotta
didn't see
stop
the
doing this shit.
billions? You didn't see the billions popping up on Trump's
What's
receipts?
called Obama embezzling $30 million for his campaign in 2000 and got daggone
Where?
2000
Where? Where?
Brad
Where?
Pitt. If you let me finish and stop cutting me off, that's very rude, sir. Which called Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt confessed it in court that Obama tried to embezzle $30 million through him, and he said no, and the money went through Praz from the Fugees. All this was in court 2 months ago. YouTube, if you only
Brad
on
Pitt got
YouTube,
$30 million to
it's
give?
not gonna. No, he was embezzling it through. Obama was embezzling it, pushing it through Brad Pitt so he can put it into the party. Because Obama can't pay for his own it's his own endorsements and shit like that.
Again,
From my little understanding of the situation.
Again, if that was true,
Matter of fact, I
the
posted this on my community wall.
Okay, if that was true, the Republicans would have had Obama strung up in the front yard of the White House. If it was true. But you know what I know is true? Trump's son-in-law got $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. I know that's true. Trump's Secretary of State got $1 billion.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie.
$1 billion.
Tell me what you know.
Trump's Secretary of State got $1 billion from Saudi Arabia.
Like Deep Truth is doing.
And now all of a sudden, Obama got $30 million. Biden gets trillions of dollars.
Obama seems to be the guilty party through all this. If you go look at if you go look at my wall, it looks like Obama is guilty of a lot of shit we might have been overlooking. I was calling it out then. I was calling some of the stuff out then, And I was running into people like you in 2011, 2012, saying the same thing that y'all saying now. Oh, he can't do nothing wrong. That was the first black president. Blah 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 blah.
No, I'm not
Overlooking
saying
everything
he
that
probably,
he's doing
you know what
underhanded
Obama's
because
problem was?
he's a puppet.
You know what? Well, they're all puppets. Understand that they're all puppets. You know what Obama's problem was?
I think he's the president now.
Obama was trying not to be too black. That was Obama's problem.
Well, mission accomplished.
He didn't want to be seen as too black, pro-black, or pro-white. He wanted to stay in the middle and duck because he had to. Because he had to.
Okay.
It wasn't Obama's fault, just like they kept saying, thanks, Obama. Thanks,
Give me
Obama.
1 second.
Now it's thanks, Brandon.
April 5th,
Thanks, Brandon.
2023. And it's like when we say these things about people, we keep forgetting that they are puppets, but who is the puppet master? I keep hearing China keep getting put up in a lot of this shit. For some reason they broke, but it seemed like they got so much money to push narratives all across the world.
Understand that a president is nobody.
Oh, okay. Okay. How have you ever heard of the newspaper called The Town?
The what? You broke up.
Yeah, we didn't hear that.
Thanks, Gabe. I knew you were worth something today.
Have you ever heard of a paper called The Town Hall?
The Town
This is
Hall.
just one article.
Well, do they have any Pulitzer Prize writers at the Town Hall?
Yeah. I went for the first article I seen out of many. When you punch up, look, people in the chat, listen to this. All I did was punch up Obama.
Gabe, telling me he sounds like a robot.
$30 million.
Yeah, you fell down the baby Jessica well.
$30 million.
Breaking up, man.
They're suppressing him.
That's how
They're
easy it is.
suppressing him.
I'm such a lie.
They're suppressing him. They're suppressing him.
Yep. Vote no on the merge.
There is going to be articles that everyone can find that are going to support this and support that and support this and support that. But here's the facts, and I'm going to say this facts, and then I'm done. I'm not talking about this anymore. Here's the facts.
These are his facts. These are his facts, I mean.
There was no corruption in the 2020 election. 60 court cases. 60 court cases.
Sir,
60 court cases.
Say there was no widespread corruption. Nothing is flawless or foolproof. There was no widespread corruption, but corruption exists.
Well, corruption always going to exist, but I'm saying.
So stop saying none-existent. You keep saying none-existent.
60 court cases.
None that
one of them
affected
can
the
find
election.
anything.
I can agree with you. There was nothing found that swayed the election. But stop saying there was no corruption.
For the last 4 years, because even before the election happened, he was already saying that it was rigged. So for the last 4 years, all we hear about is a stolen election. You got a pillow guy spending millions of dollars to prove nothing. And every time he said he had something, he had nothing. I actually looked at all his data. And not one person could tell me anything in that data showed anything. And you know why he did it? Because he knew the average person couldn't decipher what he was looking at.
I would never. I would if I had that kind of evidence. I would not put all my data out there for everybody to see it. So you have time to cover up. No, I believe that they are waiting for the right people to expose themselves. Still,
just like
and
JFK's
boy,
waiting
they
to come
falling
out,
out
right?
of the goddamn clouds right and left.
Yeah, JFK's coming, right? JFK's coming. We're just
We
waiting.
solved that mystery. We solved that cold case the other week.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm talking about his son, the one that died in the plane.
Oh, that was also a weird one too.
All I'm saying is They had ample time to show any of this. So they're not waiting for anything. They're not waiting for anything. They don't have it. That's the problem. They were given ample time to show it. They don't have it. Just like all those people over there say they have our pictures. We got their pictures, but they never show it.
They ain't had the proof on 9/11 either, but the country was going to hold out, go get it. They ain't had the proof on Benghazi, but they went on ahead and did it. It's a lot of shit when people don't have the proof. Oh shit, we got a screen share. I'm just saying, it's a lot of times where, you know, people ain't, the information ain't there. We don't have the information, and shit happens. Why we just don't? Why you just gonna beat up Trump? So you get up off my president and your next president.
If this is
what is that? What
if
does that
this
say?
is a fake story, all right. It says Obama received $30 million from the CCP linked fugitive as Trump faces criminal.
Okay, but where's the proof? Just because this paper put it out, where's the
The
proof?
story was right here. As Democrats
Sarah
are
Arnold
politically
is
targeted.
Yeah, this is smoke, and this will always be smoke.
This right here.
See, that's your word for it.
I thought it was
who put your article out?
See, here's the thing.
Now this is just not one paper. It's in a lot of papers when you go punch this up.
Yes, papers that no one heard.
But they're not telling us stuff just like they ain't telling us a lot of other stuff. So I allow you can debunk it or whatever. But if I know all the information is not being put out there for the people to see, I mean, how you gonna say that this is not true? They was in court last month for it. And prize from the Fugees is the way the money ended up going through to get on to endorse Obama back in 2012.
You know what? You know where I have a problem with
all of that shit is out there, but they keep covering up for Obama papers, for some reason.
Just like I have a problem.
As you heard, MoneyBoy just said something about Hillary Clinton.
They only are one-sided.
That's what all Democrats say when they start telling the truth.
They're only one-sided. They're only one-sided.
Like I said, I've been going through it for years. And then,
all I'm
and then a year later, they come to find out that I'm telling the truth.
You're as a newspaper or whatever, an online whatever, you don't be two-sided. You need to be two-sided. Don't just only show. And the only reason you're showing that is to diminish what the other person's saying. Just like this Hunter Biden thing, just like the Hillary Clinton thing. You're only doing this to diminish what's being said already. If you bring the shit out beforehand, then people won't be
Obama sold a black ass out. What the fuck are you talking about?
How'd he sell us out?
Obama sold us the fuck out. What the hell are you talking about? He sold us out by some of the deals and shit that he made while he was in office being a puppet.
What deal?
A lot of bad laws, a lot of bad deals.
Well, name one.
I can't spill them out right here at this moment. My brain is freezing.
All right. I understand. No, I understand. I'll let you look them up. But I'm just saying.
I'm gonna let you win that one. I will be back.
There's always going to be bad deals. There's always going to be a deal that does not reflect everyone. There's always going to be a deal that doesn't support everything everyone wants. They're called negotiations.
Answer this question. Where that nigga come from?
Who? Obama? He was in Congress.
Where that nigga come from?
In Congress.
For how long? Where the hell he come from? Like I said, I've been following the since we went into yeah, he had 2 terms, but where he come at? Why is his name Barry? Who's Barack?
Barry where?
In a high school goddamn yearbook, his name is Barry.
Even when he went to Occidental over here. I live right next to or near Oxford College.
It's like who is this dude? Who is this dude that tricked my motherfucking people? That's what I want to know. And I've been asking that question for a long time, and I keep getting Democratic answers.
And who was the one asking for his birth certificate?
Because
what's his name?
If you say something to stick, I'm gonna agree with it.
What's his name?
You know what I'm
Who
saying?
was the person asking for his birth certificate? What was his name? Donald J. Trump.
Me. Fuck Trump. I'm asking what's his goddamn birth certificate. I'm an American. He was an American president. Where the fuck is his goddamn birth certificate?
You know, they did
produce it.
I can produce one.
Let me see if I can find the video where they say that it looked inconsistency. It was inconsistent with it being like genuine.
Again, deflection. Why is it that
Well,
as
true.
soon as Trump
Well,
gets
well,
lined
well,
up
well,
to be
well, we can
charged
do
and
this all day.
everything, a laptop appears? As soon as Trump gets impeached, a laptop
Man, there was
a laptop.
It's in
California.
Did we say that when he came down? He came down the escalator and the Pfizer report showed up. There was a lie.
Understand, reports are reports. Republicans have reports. Democrats have reports. They're always going to be one-sided. That's what I'm saying. Don't let it be one-sided. If you're going to throw shit at both sides.
Chat. Hey team, do y'all see what he's doing now? When things get a little bit they resort back to what he just said just then. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time it's like you've been defending something with no just like me. We defending stuff with no backing. We got to show the people the proof. We just can't sit here and talk about it anymore. Hold on.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
Okay, so when
I'm listening or I'm on Bluetooth.
When Hillary was Secretary of State and they believed that she was going to run for president, what did they do? They investigated her 14 times. 14 times. What did they find? Nothing.
She did cheat Bernie, though.
They found the laptop from hell. There was some horrible things on that laptop, just horrible.
All I know is I look good today.
I'm just saying that every time something happens to them, they start pointing fingers at somebody else. It's convenient. Very convenient. So you talk about underwear because you don't want to talk about what we're talking about. Again, a healthy dialogue, a healthy debate is what people need, because see, those people in the chat, they could believe me. Those people in the chat, they could believe you. Nobody believes Trey because he's a troll. But I'm saying that's what happens.
I'm just here for the laughs.
I'm just saying.
I'm a platinum level troll, sir.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But I'm just saying that I don't care. What I say, people can believe. What you say, people can believe. But a lot of times, there's too much smoke going on and not enough facts.
Facts are oftentimes given to you in a way that fits a particular part.
I mean, that is true. If we good people up here, and it seems like we have a lot of information from both sides. The best way to do is let the people decide. We have our conversation, friendly conversation, that is. We might call each other
Exactly.
dumbasses
We're
and stuff
not.
every
See,
in the
here's
middle of the conversation.
These are how the shows used to be when Trey first started out.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you don't see us calling each other names. Well, you did.
Yeah,
call
that's
me
exactly
names.
what
You
made
did say
the
you wanted to call me a
contact time.
dumbass. But I'm saying, but we're not calling each other names. We're not calling each other stupid. We're not saying you're dumb. No, we're not doing any of that because that's what they call a healthy debate. And as human beings, we should be able to have a healthy debate about anything.
We're just not we're just not close enough in friends yet. Closer we become friends.
I'm just saying, but you know what? But see, here's the thing though. I need someone like you. Because I need someone to argue with. I need someone to debate me. I need to, because obviously people don't want to do that.
We definitely learned who the cross-dressing women.
I got a whole battleship. I got a whole battleship of content creators that's ready to come out of the bushes, ready to go to war.
Well, there we go.
We've been shut down, we've been silenced, and we ready to fight back.
Yes, they tried to silence me when I was taking on QAnon. When I took on QAnon,
you might not see them in my chat. They come into my chat one by one. So all those people that you don't know popping up in my chat, that's some of my old proof.
It's a slow process.
What I'm saying? They coming back
That's
one
right,
by
yours
one.
truly. We learned that
I'm
unpacking today.
I'm just saying that people understand. All we want you to do, whether you're on Mad's side, you're on my side, or you're on Trey's side, or Gabe doesn't have a side.
Or
I'm
you
just
support
saying,
Gabe in his underwear.
Yeah, Gabe in his underwear. All I'm saying is, all we want you to do is open
on the
your
side
eyes.
of illegal immigrants, sir.
Yeah, open your eyes. Do your own research. And if you find something that goes against what I say,
Yep.
bring it. If you got something that goes against bad thing, bring it. More the barrier.
As my teacher used to say, don't believe nothing that I say. Go look it up for yourself.
Trey, can you flip me and Matt?
That's how I got to where I was. I didn't believe anything anybody said. I went and looked it up for myself.
There you go. No one can see the glory hole bandit. Did everyone notice his mama's between his legs?
Yes. I thought that was a drill at first.
So all I'm saying is, if you basically,
I thought he had a stroker. What the fuck?
Yeah, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You know what? When I'm on my show, what do I say? You don't have to agree with me. You want to argue with me? You want to discuss something? Bring it on. That's what I live for. That's why I don't.
There is one fight I wanted to get with you with though.
Okay, what's that? You see his glory hole
Which
back there?
But I heard that you was already on it. Which called that Kobe Bryant story.
Okay.
I understood where you was coming from as far as what Umar said. But what if he was telling the truth?
Man, Umar's a dumbass. He said his phone fell out the stand because the ancestors spoke to him. Umar's a jackass. Especially when it comes to the Kobe Bryant.
I understand who we talking about, so I expect that. But I mean, he said something that he shouldn't have said, and I don't know why he said it. He came out of the left field. You know what I'm saying? But as I look more into the politics and how they really moving, could it have been possible?
There was no conspiracy.
Could Kobe Bryant have had investments in the China NBA? So he was not invested in the China NBA or starting their own brand over there.
No.
Because I heard
why would that stop if they already got their own Chinese basketball league? Jordan ain't got no damn Africa. Jordan sold the majority ownership of his team. Jordan got him a NASCAR team.
They don't have the NBA.
What do you mean they don't have the NBA?
Like all of that.
China still got their own league though. China has a league that's sustainable enough. So this is how.
In fact, Dwight Howard.
I'm just saying, man. This is how sustainable their league is. People that aren't good enough for the NBA go over there and make careers.
Little bits of people.
No, I'm just
everywhere. The European
the
league
CBA
is the same way.
don't need that. Why would they say half they league to Kobe? Kobe couldn't play no more. That's why he retired from the NBA, because he couldn't play. Kobe was writing and shit. Kobe was tutoring his daughter.
He wasn't going to play. He wasn't going to play. This was for the
So
business.
why would that offer him ownership?
It had nothing to do with him playing.
There's no conspiracy except bad judgment. It was bad judgment. They shouldn't have been flying that day to begin with. That man was certified to fly that helicopter, only using instruments. He was certified to fly in that. Why did they go up that day? Because Kobe insisted.
Honestly, I think it was just an accident too.
It was an accident because, again, from the FAA
pilot error, but Kobe can't ignore that. Kobe insisted on catching them. They could have been in the car, and then this whole conspiracy wouldn't be there if Kobe hadn't pressed it, or Kobe would have been late by an hour.
Yes. And he knew he was going to be late, and he couldn't be late. They weren't going to hold it. So he said, yes, we got to go up.
And weather was weird that day too. I remember it.
Yes, and the FAA says that a downdraft pushed him off course, and that's what made him strike the mountain. There was a normally large downdraft from the mountain that pushed him off course, and he could not recover. They say they didn't even know that they were hitting the side of the mountain. They had no clue. They died instantly. Nobody saw anything. Nobody was panicking in the air as the mindless empath will want you to believe. Nobody was crying. It wasn't because of a Hillary Clinton tweet that got Kobe killed. It was none of that. It was pilot error. He misjudged the instruments that he was flying with. And the downward draft caused more fog.
Is the part that's fucking with me.
Because
the Hillary
again,
Clinton part is the part that's fucking with me. And usually, I work off of instincts, and even Urban, our old member, will tell you I know how to point out stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So you believe the Hillary Clinton part of it, or you don't?
Gift I have for some reason when hit my arms. You know what I'm saying? It's something ain't right. It's like they can still tell us whatever we want. This is another story. They can tell us.
But that same tweet,
what we want to hear.
Same exact tweet, that same exact Hillary Clinton tweet has been produced 7 times when celebrities died. Same exact tweet.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yes. Same exact tweet has been released 7 different times over the last 5 or 6 years. The same one has been produced saying the same exact thing using the check mark and everything. And it was proven that Kobe Bryant did not release any tweets that day or the day before. Any political tweets, nothing. The same people that can investigate, they have backup time on their computer.
It's just her reputation, man. It's her reputation.
It is. Is she? Yes. She's a political family. She's a political family. A political family. But again,
did I ever tell you guys I have a friend that's CNN reporter?
Really?
Yeah, on TV. Nick Valencia.
Really?
Went to high school together. Yeah.
Really? Can we interview him?
You know what? I asked. He has to have special permission and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could try.
Okay. Because there's plenty of stuff I'd like.
I mean, my best friends is cousins with Joy Reid. She wanted to interview me after I did that show on her. I told her no.
Oh. Why?
I don't believe in nothing she say. I refuse to talk to her. I don't believe in nothing she say.
Oh,
she sit there and lie every day on TV.
Well, here's my problem with that is that this was a deep-seated thing, and Trump knows exactly because Trump's playbook is straight from China, Russia. Okay, that the playbook is to get people to disrupt the media, distrust them, disrupt the media, because as soon as you get people disbelieving the media, You have them. Ask Russia. How do you think he has all that control?
I mean,
because
I mean, truth.
Go ahead.
Truth. Do you realize George Soros is paying for most of the news companies out here? I understand Fox is owned by somebody else, but as far as these other channels, these MSNBCs, the CNNs, and all this, George Soros has a large money back in a lot of these to push a certain narrative. Did you know that, sir? That came out like 3 weeks ago.
They're all owned by the same people. There's two people
along
that
with,
own
you know what I'm
all
saying,
the major papers,
along with,
and the person that owns Fox also owns about 10 newspapers. And let me check.
Yeah, and so you don't think that they can pay? You don't think they can pay out to push a certain narrative? Because I did say earlier that all these news anchors and stuff be saying the same thing. If something big happened right now, and they want you to see it a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Just like the dude, the mass shooting up in Philadelphia last week. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted you to hear one thing about this situation, it was going to be all the channels coming out the same way. There's been recordings and videos done of this, of them just saying the same thing repeatedly. And these people are in different states, miles away from each other. You know what I'm saying? So do you think it's possible for somebody who has the power to pay for these narratives for a certain agenda?
Do people control things? Do people hold things back? Yes. But again, you have to speak on everything. You can't be one-sided. If you're one-sided, people start losing faith in you.
We
That's
can't,
what happened to Fox.
We can't. Which code? We've been. I mean, for people like us, who's the content creators, we've been limited. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't say C-19. I had to change the word to ninja. You know what I'm saying? Because it's from Wuhan. But you know what I'm saying? The ninja came and fucked everybody up because we can't say the C word. You know what I'm saying? We have to say DT because of certain things that we just not allowed to say, or they will fuck your page up. I'm a prime example of that.
For the
they don't even want you to put stuff up on one side.
Here's my thing. For the last 2 years, Congress has been clapping down on them allowing misinformation. Clapped on Facebook, they're clapping on YouTube, they're clapping on Twitter, they're clapping on all of them for allowing misinformation to go, because misinformation becomes deadly. All it takes is for one person to believe.
Misinformation only seems like something that goes against what they say. They're using it in a dictatorship form, because whatever they say, and if you don't agree with it, and you got something opposite, that's when they pop up with this misinformation. No matter what you're putting out, it's the truth.
The thing about it
is whatever their narrative is, you have to run with.
But here's the thing about it. We have far too many news networks. And news networks in the last 5 years have popped up even more than they ever have. All we ever had was CNN, MSNBC, and Fox. But in the last 5 years,
TYT.
3 more major networks, news networks, have shown up. There's no possible way to control all of them.
Newsmax
there is more.
Newsmax is kind of iffy.
Newsmax is a Trump network. It's founded by Trump. It was for Trump. But a bunch of those were founded for Trump.
I do enjoy the next news network. I do like, because they don't give their opinion. They straight giving you the story. You know what I'm saying? They not putting their opinion and not trying to brainwash the people with their opinion or their feelings, like a lot of these other companies are doing. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about the next news network. Next news network.
Those guys, but again, there's far too many for the government to control. If you notice, China has none of that. Russia has none of that.
Yeah, they do. They got them over here. We call those
Yes, they
NTD
have them over
News.
here.
I
They
post a
have them
couple
over
things,
here, but
you know
you
what I'm
won't
saying?
see them in China, and you won't see them in Russia. You won't see any of that over there. They blocked all that
Because they're gonna
shit.
tell the people the truth.
North
They're-
Korea has all that.
those
blocked.
countries
They
under
don't allow you to see
communism and
nothing.
socialism, they don't want you to see that stuff. But
They
tell
block
the
everything.
people and let the people know those places are under communism. Those places are under communism. That's the reason why they're not there. They don't want nothing else pushing against their narrative.
Exactly. But
So
you can't do that here.
but we have to let
You
the
can't do that
let the people know that. You know what I'm saying? We just can't say that they ain't over there.
What
I mean,
am I
we
lying?
supposed to have
Am
a
I
freedom of
lying?
speech until like
Who's
5-6
lying?
years ago. I don't know what the fuck happened.
How am I lying? But I'm right.
I don't know.
I'm just saying that a lot of times, again, when you
Hold on.
plant
Didn't
the
she just
seed
say
of
I was
mistrust,
lying?
I don't know. I don't know who she. I think she says I'm lying. But what I'm saying is, when you plant the seed of mistrust,
hit the link.
yeah, we got the link. Put the link. See, what I'm saying is, if you plant the seed of mistrust, you've done exactly what they want. The seed of mistrust is what you need, so that people will not believe what they're seeing. Once you have that, you have control. I mean, hell, that's why I keep
that
going back
falls
to Fox.
for a lot of
Fox
folks.
has to pay. Go ahead.
I think nobody watches Fox no more.
Yeah, I know.
They're
Because they were
done.
proven to be liars.
Once they got rid of Tucker and once they got rid of Tucker and Bengino, I think that's how you say his name. Once them two quit, that was the channel.
They didn't quit.
That
They
was the
got
whole
fired.
channel right there. They done. Nobody's
quit,
showing up
they
to
got
see Hannity.
fired.
Why? Because they were telling the truth. From all the evidence they've been dropping since they left, it seems
Tucker
like they were
Carlson
telling the
lied
truth.
more than anybody. And they showed that his emails and his comments.
You would have to pull that out to show me. You would have to pull that out to show me.
They have his comments. He didn't believe any of that. His text messages between people showed he didn't believe any of that stuff. But yet he was out there.
He confessed. He confessed he didn't believe none of that.
Exactly, but yet he was out there pushing it.
He said he was wrong.
Yes, but he was out there.
He said he was wrong, but now that we see the whole picture, it takes somebody. True.
There was
it
a
takes
deal
somebody
made.
like that for us to look at the rest of it.
Okay, there was a deal made between the networks. Don Lemon had to go. Tucker Carlson had to go. Those guys were fired. Cuomo had to go.
I didn't know
Cuomo
that.
had to go. There was a deal made. Cuomo, Tucker.
Did Don get a new job yet?
I mean, Cuomo did more. Cuomo did more lying than anything through the pandemic.
Don finna sign a amazing deal with Rumble or somebody. It's gonna be on Spotify, Rumble to watch.
That was the deal between the networks. They had to get rid of certain people to let the flow go forward. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense either, Valerie. Who you said? Not the truth. You were wrong. You talk about you, Matt. She just likes your voice. She don't care if you're right or wrong.
Well, there's been a few ladies that have.
I think that's what she was saying. She was like, I don't care what the hell you saying, nigga. Just keep talking.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is there was a deal made between the networks. Fox made a deal for Dominion, but there's still 2 more lawsuits going on with Dominion. They're going to get paid again. They're going to get paid again. And what people don't understand is the taxpayers.
As long as this administration, then yes, I agree with you.
Okay, but here's the thing. What people don't understand is the taxpayers are the ones paying the most. They're paying the most because they destroyed so many voting machines looking for nothing. We paid for those voting machines. Now we have to buy new voting machines.
Man, fuck the machine. Fuck those machines. machines. Those machines were hooked up to the fucking internet, and we
They
have
were
the proof.
not
As
hooked
far
up
as what
to
I'm
the
knowing,
internet.
we
They've
have
already
the proof.
proved that. That was one of the court cases, and they proved the voting machines were never hooked up to the internet. They don't even have a modem. Everything is done by flashcards.
Even they was hooked to
That's
the
how they
internet.
collect the data. Flashcards.
Did you look at the Carrie Lake here hearing?
Fuck Carrie Lake. She's the biggest fucking liar of them all. That bitch doesn't know anything. She's an idiot. Carrie Lake is the biggest liar out there.
Wow.
None of those voting machines.
So you just don't believe nothing opposite
It's
of what
against
you.
the law. None of those.
You're not trying to take in no information.
So you're in line with the Italy. Italy did it.
I'm going by the facts that came out. If they was fucking innocent, they would have had more to say. These folks had nothing to say. She was on the offensive all the time, and all they did was just sit there. Oh, she's lying.
If Carrie Lake was
You're in a
correct,
fucking
she would have
courtroom.
won her lawsuit.
And all you can say is
she would have won her lawsuit. She didn't win her lawsuit. She lost her lawsuit.
They didn't pull out no evidence to debunk that woman. Yeah, she did. I agree. She did.
That
But she also lost it by the other team not pulling out no evidence or debunking what she said. I think I posted that. I think I put part of that hearing up on my channel.
They could never prove that the Dominion or the other two machines that we use were ever hooked to the internet.
Folks in the chat, it's deeper than what we're really saying. We're just going on the surface stuff, but it's a whole lot deeper. You know what I'm saying? If you're running the administration and you got certain judges in place, of course, a lot of this stuff is gonna make it look like folks is lying. No, nothing happened. This is the biggest throw your rock and hide your hands I've ever seen in history.
Who has judges in place?
The whole administration, anybody who's representing
Trump.
The Democratic
Trump
Party.
put more judges in place than any other president in the history of the United States.
But are they in the small areas, in the circuit courts and things like that? That's
Yes, they're all. He appointed all Republican judges, 300 Republican judges, which has never been done.
I mean, Biden elected judges too. Named elected women judges who don't even know how to define what a woman is.
But you know why he can't elect the judges right now? Because they're holding up all of his appointees. Right now, the United States Marine Corps has no commandant. There is 17 high-ranking military officials that are basically using backups to be in charge because the Senate is holding up nominations. I just released a video. Tuberville, I call him Teletubby Tuberville. He just said it. I'm not letting anyone in. I'm not voting for any appointees until you explain to me about this abortion law that you're trying to pass. So he's holding up these nominees to be appointed because he doesn't like an abortion law that's coming into play that the federal government wants to do. He doesn't like it. And he says they won't talk to me. They haven't explained anything to me. So I'm not appointing anyone. So you're holding up. Okay, this is the same thing about the debt ceiling. They did the same thing with the debt ceiling. I'm not approving the debt ceiling until you give me what I want. He's saying the same thing. I'm not to be appointed because he doesn't like an abortion. What happened?
D2, are you busy today?
No, why?
Because you should finish this live. Apparently, people want this. You should finish it. My little one is up. She's not.
Okay, all right. We gotta go. We gotta go. No, but
yeah, but I'm saying, take it over to your channel. I will be over there. Take it over to your channel. One of y'all.
But my point is that they're playing. They're playing the hostage game with things that need to be settled. We need to appoint these military leaders. We need to pass these laws, but we don't need to blackmail the other side into giving what they want. That's what I'm saying. It was an unwritten rule to never, ever
negotiate
hold the debt ceiling hostage. Negotiate is an unwritten rule, never to hold a debt ceiling hostage. But they did it. Now they're holding up appointees because they want something else. You can't do that. You want to fight something, you fight something that's coming forward. Don't hold something else hostage to negotiate for something else. That's all I'm saying.
And then I still want to. We need to talk about this affirmative action thing. We got sidetracked, but that's still a issue. To continue this conversation, we got to hold it down. Cause truth on vacation.
Yeah, I know.
Hold it down.
We do need to hold it. Gabe, where's your live? Where's your live? Mad, where's your live? We need to hold it down. The boss is absent right now. Still getting a check. I just want to say that. And excuse me, but can you read what E. Brooks just put in there, Trey?
I mean,
Gabe looks great.
I'm backed up in hearings right now.
Oh, sorry. That's my rope.
Who getting the train ran on them?
I'm backed up in hearings.
What the hell?
You don't want to read it? I read yes and drizzle.
Well, E. Brooks told me just to stay on mute.
Come correct. Wow.
But no, E. Brooks, somebody else needs to get the watch time hours and views and stuff. Somebody else can get it. They having a conversation. We can just all go to whoever gonna do it. Man, can you go live? Because D-Truth don't have a StreamYard link.
I can go live, and I can't get the StreamYard. I can't get my StreamYard to work right, unless I just set up the normal.
Well, you're gonna have to call into. Well, you're gonna have to call into D-Truth's phone line. Then if he goes live.
Matt, I'll send you the conference call thing. You want the conference call thing?
Yeah, you just have to call into the line.
I've done it.
I've done it before. It's just like doing it on the phone.
You want me to send you the conference call thing? Matt?
I'm wore out before my hearing meetings.
No, what I'm saying, do you want me to send you the link to the conference call? You want me to send you the link?
Go on mute real quick, MoneyBoy.
Yeah, you want me to send you the conference call link that I use?
For when?
So people can call in
today.
No, I'm talking about in general.
Depends on what time you talk.
No. What I'm saying is, you want me to send you the link so you can have it on your channel too. It's just as easy as StreamYard, so people can call into your show. See what I'm saying? Oh, okay. I'll send you the link that I use. It's
like an alternate StreamYard.
Okay.
You can have up to 1,000 people call in, man, on this conference call.
Are you setting it up while we talking, or do you need like 10, 15 minutes?
Wait, what are you talking about?
If you setting it up, I can go ahead and drop the link in the chat so people can go ahead and head over there.
I got hearing meetings and stuff I'm about to go into.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Nigga, fuck them hearing meetings. That is a conversation to be had right now.
These are the conversations. They on the floor. And yes, no to that damn merger y'all was talking about too. Leave them motherfuckers over there. We don't want nothing to do with them. Fuck the merger.
They will never have conversations like this. They can't. The boys is trying to lead the mergers. Content is literally fucking with people. You can't go on their channel and see them talking about anything serious or different. Just fucking with people. And then they talk about the same shit that's been going on for 6 or 7 years. It's just like a never ending repetitive cycle.
The few people from over there that I wanted to come over, you know, they rather stayed over there just because they wanted to push a stupid narrative like we turned on somebody. So,
man, look at the chat, man.
Fuck the merger.
Man, can you hear me? Trey, tell Mad to look in the chat.
Yeah, I just looked over there.
You're LL Cool Mad now.
Yeah. Hit that. It takes you to an actual website, and you're gonna put up. It's gonna give you your own number and everything, and then people keep calling. Anyone else that has a channel that doesn't want to use StreamYard, this is a conference call. It's free, and it will allow you to have people call in.
Well, since y'all being freaky in the chat, I'm gonna take y'all out with a song with y'all little nasty selves. Then Troop, how long you need?
Probably about 15 minutes. I only have till about 1:30. That's an appointment.
That's enough.
Okay.
We'll be there to continue the political talks and the thoughts on the merger that we both know to. See y'all in about 15, 20 minutes.
I got a doctor's appointment, but I'll catch you guys.
No.
You looking stout in them jeans. Just dance, bitch, dance. Put your hands on your knees. Just dance, bitch, dance. Put your ass in the air. Just dance, bitch, dance. Don't drop it real low. Just dance, bitch, dance. Cause we some mangulas, 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 mangulas. Pop your whip, pop your whip. Some mangulas, 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 mangulas. Pop your whip, pop your whip. Let's get down, man. Touch me from the waist up. Then put your back to the mat with your belly up. I know you knew from the jump I was gonna beat it up. That was so long I'm getting broke, but from the bottom up. I'm about to get my rocks off, but I ain't gonna give it up. Nah. Pretty thing, don't you worry, you gon' get your nut. Sure. Then we gon' wait about 10 till he get back up. Once again, I'm in the sheets, Lieutenant, tan it up. Come see that dance that you did, made me do it right. The way you twerk on that floor, made me take a flight. From where I was to that ass, kinda real quick. Is it as soft as it looks? Can I touch it? Can I touch it? Bent it over, show some thongs, something super thick. The sight was so remarkable, I almost took a picture. She bent her knees, dropped it low, kinda real quick. The sight was so enticable, I hollered, oh shit. You looking stout in them jeans. Just dance, bitch, dance. Put your hands on your knees. Just dance, bitch, dance. Put your ass in the air. Just dance, bitch, dance. Don't drop it real low. Just dance, bitch, dance. Cause we some mangulas, 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 mangulas. Pop your whip, pop the whip. Some mangulas, 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 mangulas. Pop your whip. Yeah, you know I'm watching every move, ma. Smoking your swag in them jeans, make me glad, ma. I'ma be honest with you, baby, I ain't got no game. Either I hit you or I miss you, it won't matter, man. But anyway, you know the biz, I'm trying to mangle some. Aggressively taking my victim while I'm poking some. She with it, cause her daddy, he ain't never did it. Outfitted with these new dance, he wasn't equipped with it. Yeah, okay, now we at the spot, man. And I've been waiting all night just to do this thing. Yeah, damn, shorty fine from behind. My hands up, but still juggling around my waistline. Dropping it low as I wiggle at the same time. Pulling the hands, how I do it, yo. Y'all know my strut, I move swiftly as the wind blows. Hit it hard is all I heard, she was going crazy. Followed by what are you doing? I said the mangler, baby. Just dance, bitch, dance. Put your hands on your knees. Just dance, bitch, dance. Put your ass in the air. Just dance, bitch, dance. Don't drop it real low. Just dance, bitch, dance. We some mangulas, 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 mangulas. Pop your whip, pop the whip. Some mangulas, 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 mangulas. Pop your whip, hey, baby, lick your lips when you stir at me. I'm kinda soft on and hold that shake her ass for me. But red bones, my syndrome. What them shorties at? Black, white, Haitian, no let me see it from the back. Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, see it from the back. Amazons and Jamaicans, don't forget the Japs. Hey, I'm that guy, Lieutenant G, grilling 12 deep. Of course, you know that little mama, I caught you staring at me. I've been ear hustling on the prowl from the VIP. Don't give for more of your friends and chill with a G. You know I'm major, I'ma start them suckers wanna hate. Me and my guy been selling the passes, 98, we out the gate. We in the back, in the club, you know it's Moby poppin'. Walk me down, he gave me climbing while I'm rapping, walking. Damn, shorty, where you learn to dance? You gotta make me actin'. Move, son, get out my way, I'm watching ass clapping. You looking stout in them jeans. Just dance, bitch, dance. Put your hands on your knees. Just dance, bitch, dance. Put your
She said she wanted rough. First I lay across the bed, then I stand up in them guts. I put my hand around her neck and I just beat that pussy up. Got a coming back, cause she can't get enough.
First I grab her by the weave, then she throw it back, flip her over, got her scratching up my back. I just wanna have a fuck fight, she just wanna have a fuck fight. Bend it over, let her ride that dick, hammer stroker. I just wanna have a fuck fight, she just wanna have a fuck fight. Bend it over, jug in it. Stand up in that pussy, then you jug in it. First I beat it, I'm a fool with it. Got that pussy gushing like a motherfucking pool in it. Nella with that hammer, bust it open, let me get it. Told her bend it over, touch the floor and let me hit it. Fuck that pussy so good, she can't hardly stand me. Laid her on the bed and told her I'm your pussy nanny. You know what you're doing every time you make me wait for it. If it didn't belong to me, I'll probably pay for it. Grab her by the weed, smack that booty while I bang her. I done shot a whole round, one left in the chamber. First I grab her by the weave, then she throw it back, flip her over, got her scratching up my back. I just wanna have a fuck fight, she just wanna have a fuck fight. Bend it over, let her ride that dick, hammer stroker. I just wanna have a fuck fight, she just wanna have a fuck fight. I told her get it, let me see you get it. Don't be scared to ride that dick, bitch, get it. Pussy penetrating, got it jumping, bitch, get it. Turn around and ride it from the back, bitch, get it. Pussy sitting pretty, but you know I'm about to kill it. I go hammer in the bed, I go loco when I hit it. Loco when I hit it, I go loco when I hit it. I lay in the middle, drop that ass, bitch, split it. It's heaven now when I come hit you with the pipe. Girl, the weed and the liquor got me going all night. First we fighting, then we fucking, then we fucking, then we fight. First we kissing, then we licking, then I stick it, then she bite. First I grab her by the weave, then she throw it back, flip her over, got her scratching up my back. I just wanna have a fuck fight, she just wanna have a fuck fight. Bend it over, let her ride that dick, hammer stroker. I just wanna have a fuck fight, she just wanna have a fuck fight. I just wanna have a fuck fight, she just wanna have a fuck fight. I just wanna have a fuck fight, she just wanna have a fuck fight. Bend it over, let her ride that dick, hammer stroker. Bend it over, let her ride that dick,